Are now, wait, almost up. We're live on YouTube. All right, perfect. Um, all right, you know what? So I don't know if the quality is going to be good on YouTube. So I'm gonna record this stream here so we can do the replay. All right, cool. And obviously, we did get a couple of sponsors, so we are going to be giving away some stuff from Arbitrage Card. I'm going to be giving away Gap King shirts, and then also we're going to give away a Seller Amp subscription. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. Sorry, that was my echo. I apologize for that. Wait, who do we got? Somebody's TV is extra loud. Oh, is that you, Brian? Oh, that's you, Brian. I'm gonna mute you for a second. All right, cool. So yeah, we will be doing giveaways throughout the stream. So appreciate you guys being here. Obviously, it's a 3-hour stream, so I'm going to be on the whole time. But feel free to drop, come back, whatever you can. I just appreciate you being here. We've been having a good time doing this, and I just think it's a great thing for the community. So that's really it. What we like to do usually, like if there's new people on the call, if there's anybody who wants to just introduce themselves, say hello, feel free. I do want to say what's up to Michael. I see you over there, but you're not leaning today. There's no lean. Where's the chair, man? You usually got that lean
Oh
on.
man, I'm in my bedroom. Everybody's up. My wife's at work, so my kids finna get in the street, so I'm at home by myself.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Michael's got this recliner that keeps him. He's got the residual smooth angle.
I can't do it in this car.
Yeah. All right, perfect, man. So I got to say shout out to Michael for coming because he's always consistently on here. We got a bunch of people who are usually here. Let me see who is. Let me see. Oh, my boy John. John. All right. So shout out to John. He's not even an Amazon seller, but we've been talking about connecting and helping him learn more about what Amazon is. So I said, hey, let me give you the link. You can come on, see kind of some of the stuff that we do. I mean, obviously this is not selling on Amazon, but this is a bunch of Amazon sellers. So John, we have like brand new sellers on here. We have 7-figure sellers. The guy that really, there's a couple of dudes on here there's a bunch of people on here who's really changed the trajectory of who I am. Tony gave me my strategy, right? So he helped me understand how to think about high velocity items, turning over your money like crazy, and really set me on a crazy path for networking. So we've done 57 community calls since the summer, which is insane. That started from him just telling me, hey, you need to get out there and network with people. So we just did that and never stopped. Brian, we also have a community call. Oh, the other Brian LaCourse. We have a community call too. So we'll be getting back to that in Q1. But Brian has got like the craziest connections in the game. And so we've had like insane people come on that community call. And then we started doing this live stream. Brian, I got to shout out to Brian because Brian, we connected. He lives in New Jersey. I'm out in New Jersey for those of you who don't know. And he's this guy, like you'll hear a lot of jokes about Monster on this call. Brian he is a monster. Yeah, he always has a rehab.
Sponsorship, I'm telling you.
Always has a rehab with him. Yeah. So he's always got a rehab with him. But this guy, I don't know how he does it, but maybe we'll get some pictures up later. But his house is like a storage facility. He's got 2 cars full of stuff, and he's got a storage unit. I don't know how he does it, but we did crazy RA runs for back to school. We were doing like 5, 7, 10 stores in a day. Me and him, 4 or 5 people. So I gotta. Oh, and he also humored me. Brian, this guy, he went out for Black Friday with me at 5 a.m., which was absolutely insane. So gotta give much love to him. Obviously,
the greatest video ever.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. Which one? The one with the ride along Jeep?
The one with the fur hood. The one with
so if you guys haven't seen it, so me and Brian, I love to do the things that my people love to do. So every time me and Brian source, one of us brings energy drinks and we do shots before we source, which is hilarious. So this was I brought a ride on Jeep that I got from Amazon Influencer Program. And I rode that to Brian to do a shot with him, so that's what he's talking about. But we were sourcing at 5 o'clock in the morning at Kohl's. We went to Ollie's. Did we go to Grocery Outlet that day?
We did.
We went to Grocery Outlet that day. And, also, like, somebody like like Noah, I did see him earlier. I think he's here, but oh, he's not on camera, so I can't see his shot. But Noah,
Okay.
like, I mean, for those of you, like, if you do RA, like, if you see somebody and you got an inkling, like, maybe just say hello and ask them if they're doing Amazon, because that's how I met Noah. Aquino, who's not here, but he will be here a little bit later. He's a beast on Amazon and mainly Walmart. He's like just like with Brian LaCourse. He caught a Section 3 and lost his account and went over to Walmart and saw that there was a lot of benefits to being over there. He got in a special program, so he's got rates and an account manager. But we met him in the store. Me and Brian were just I think we were getting like a pallet of sauce, right? We were like buying out a pilot a
Yeah, we just
pilot
turned around.
of sauce, and Aquino was like, "You guys selling Amazon?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then we've been sourcing with him ever since. He showed us game in Costco business. It's just been a ton of stuff. So who else?
And then you got Mike G that we
Mike
met
G.
on Black Friday at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yup. So if you ever see anybody out there, just say hello. It's definitely a great way to meet people. Liz, I want to shout out to Liz because Liz she's got like an eBay background, so she has a different eye for the game, and so she showed me a lot of different things and a lot of different ways to approach the game. And I've seen her grow significantly over the last couple of months, and so gotta say hey to her and shout out to her for all the stuff she's done with me. And Erica, I just go back to her real quick. She's just like the first person I met. We just been super cool, and like I think like the first month, like so I'm coming out as fresh like zero, have no sales. And me and Erica, we were just talking every day, and I was in Kohl's buying stuff, and she's like, just a throwaway. She's like, oh, if you see this thing, buy it. It was a candle or whatever, and she's like, hey, it sells out online. Sometimes you can catch it in the store. And that thing not only, it was my first month, so I did I think 12.5 in December, which was a lot to me because I thought I was gonna probably try to do 5, but of that 12.5, 2,500 came from Erica. And that type of stuff is crazy, but it's also something you see in the game a lot. The people, the community is just really, really great. So shout out to Erica, and we've been tight ever since. And we had a little contest during April for Easter. We were trying to see who had the longest video, because I shared this lead with her. It was some candy for Easter, and we were the only two on the buy box. No, not even the buy box. We were the only two sellers on it. It was absolutely insane. So we were crushing. The only thing that stopped us is we brought out all the stores near us. So I don't know. So let me see. So there's a couple new faces on here. Anybody want to introduce themselves? Say hello. I mean, there's no pressure. I mean, this literally, truly is a hangout. We do this every night. So a lot of people who've been on here a lot know that. But we're just talking. Obviously, this is a little slightly different. So it's holiday, but we're still talking about Q4. I did runs to the post. I think 6 bags today. So we're still selling. We still got stuff. Brian, what'd you do today? Like, how many packages you ship out?
Today I shipped out like 66 today. And 66. I think that 25 of them were for expedited.
you get 50 on the expedited or just?
Yeah, it was like 50. It was like $55, and I just kept on trying to leave, and my phone was going off. Expedited. I'm like, just want to get this stuff done with, and it just kept on going for till 3 o'clock.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
So, let me see here. All right, so I'm going to catch all your emails. So anybody who wants access to the document from today, you can get that. Just drop your email in the chat. So I'll make sure I do that. And also, listen, drop your socials in there. I mean, so we can follow everybody. I think that's really important. Let's see here. What we have in here? Charles, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. Just enjoying the stream, man.
All right. Charles has been on a lot of calls. Appreciate that. Steve, how's things going with you? Because, I mean, we've had a lot of conversations with Steve and asking questions. He's only been, I think you've like 3 months, right?
Since July. I started in July.
Oh, okay. July. It's a little bit longer than 3 months.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. The FBM has been going pretty good in December. So, appreciate everybody's help that has helped me.
All right. Well, that's everybody that's on the call. Yeah, because we definitely been connecting. Tony, what's going on over there, man? No hockey game tonight?
No, I'm in for the night today, man. I'm here for the long haul.
All
I got
right.
my good drink and everything.
You got. Oh, what are you drinking tonight?
I got Kona beer.
You got Kona Bear.
Am I allowed to put that on the stream?
Yeah, that's.
Are
I
we
think
gonna
that's
do
all
Mai
right.
Tais?
That's all right. Wait, it's
Where's
Santiago.
the Mai Tai?
Santiago is the one I got to keep
Oh
on.
man, that's tomorrow.
Oh, the Mai Tai is tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
I gotta
who
make
is
them at
that?
home.
Always
This place
my
is really
time
close.
for Tony.
Just getting ready to ask him where that Mai Tai was.
Yes, I'm always thirsty. My only crime is being thirsty.
So listen, you just gotta be able to bring enough for the group, man. You gotta be able to bring enough for the group. Let me see here. All right. So, oh, go ahead, Tony.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm curious if anyone set any personal records for Q4. I want to hear the successes.
And we were gonna do that at some point. We're gonna call out some achievements. But what do you got? Anybody want to call out anything that they've done in Q4, December, whatever? Brian, I know you're hitting some numbers. Up 25. That's a big number. You just started though, right? Jimmy? You just started, right? Oh, okay. Damn, that's a huge number then. What month did you start in? August. Okay. Yeah. So that's a big number for December. Gotta appreciate that. All right. Who's that? All right. Oh, what's up, Potluck? What's up, man? I just now see you in the background. Your Dave in the background. What's going on, man? We kick it on Instagram a lot, man. How you doing? Oh, you're on mute. Still on mute. And for anybody, so we're going to switch up the stream in Q1. I'm going to switch over to a different streaming software because the YouTube streams are absolutely garbage. So that's why I'm recording tonight so that we can put that up as an upload, and then the sound will be better and the video will be better. I mean, the video on the stream is trash, but I mean that's user error, I'm sure. But just a heads up, because I know some people reach out for the replays, but they never look great and the sound isn't amazing. But let me see. Anybody else do anything crazy?
One of my achievements,
Ian?
I used credit card points to purchase a flight. Last year, I spent $20,000 in interest because I was using all high interest personal credit cards.
Right.
Got all that paid off, went business cards, and got enough points to book a flight. So,
Insane. Where are you going?
Thailand.
Nuts, dude.
Nice.
Wait, where'd you say you're
Yeah,
going?
Send photos.
In March. So, but it's really cool to be able to, like, it went from kind of a liability I had to work through to a really nice perk for pushing all year.
I love it. That's insane.
I gotta get on that whole points game, but I'm right there with you. It's like cash back means nothing to me. Like, what do? I just apply it to my balance, right? Like, points? Can't wait.
Well, especially I joined a churning group, so you get into like applying for multiple cards every 3 months and stacking all of it. And since we have an easy spend, like they have to do a lot to manufacture spend. They're like paying their taxes and they're doing, buying groups in Q4 when gift cards are different prices. We just do the spend. So it's super easy to be able to max that out, and getting 2 million points a year isn't a problem. And then it opens you up, especially if you then transfer any of those to partner carriers. You can travel, airfare is easy, hotels are easy, all of that. So it's a nice perk. Like, it doesn't feel like much until you start doing it, and then you're like, oh my god, wait a minute, this actually yields something. And then it's like, oh wait, how do I get this going even harder?
And I know, Tony, you love to hear people talking about points, man. That's your thing, right?
Yeah, I just booked a Hyatt hotel vacation in Hawaii for 6 days. I got a suite. It was like $7,000 or $8,000 all on points.
Bro.
And I got 2 of them. So it was like $15,000 in travel just on points.
Yeah, I did
It's out there.
doing business class on the flight, and still haven't booked a hotel, but probably gonna use points on that too.
Nuts. If you're gonna do Hyatt, let me know. I can send you something.
Wait, was that somebody's doorbell or was that mine? I have no idea. Somebody's doorbell
I
ringing?
didn't hear one, so it might be yours.
Oh, it might be mine. All right, hold on. Let me see.
It's nice to be able to stack like additional earnings on top of the business.
one of the things I really want to do this coming year is get more cash back. Because things went well, but there are days, I never done this time. Every now and again, a store gets a 1 day 30% off cash back. It happened on PetSmart, and I've done it on Belk. And you go spend 10 grand, like you've made 3 grand off the rent. And you're trying to find profitable products. Usually it's paired with a sale. So if you can find some things, you're really good. So it's a nice add-on, but seeing how maybe I can leverage that. If I can double the amount by strategically buying from places, or just pushing harder on those, 15, 20% days, it's because I don't personally factor it into the cost of goods. It is literally just money in pocket.
Love it.
What's your preferred credit card provider?
Because I'm churning, right now it's Amex Business, Chase, and those are the main ones taking up slots, but yeah, a lot of business cards.
Chase is gold.
Chase
I recommend.
You can
Chase is
have,
the best.
these days it's tough to get 4, but you can get 3 Chase Ink Cash cards that give 5x points and 25k spend on office supplies or things that are coded like that, which is definitely doable. Again, we have a tactical advantage because of how much we buy. So it's worth looking into. As you start to add it, as you start to build out your ability to purchase more and getting more business cards, I have like 18 cards. And that's part of it, is you start getting used to getting a lot more cards. And in the same way that you buy from certain stores, like there's a way that you get more platinum cards than the traditional thing, because they'll limit your sign-up bonuses, but then you do it this way. Now you get an extra sign-up bonus. And you call in and you fix this thing, and now you're able to double up. So it's just a bunch of like, if you know the dance, it carries you way further.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that Card Depot codes as, I think, office supply, right?
Is that right?
Is that still a thing? It does. It's weird because I'm looking at my statement. It's not giving me extra points, even though it's coming up as office supply in the coding. Yeah, it's really weird. So, not sure what's up with that.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Tony.
I
So
want to say Arbitrage was trying to get their thing coded that way too, so you get the benefit.
is that right?
They do have for the Chase Ink Sapphire.
Oh,
it's a
right.
Sapphire Reserve.
That's 3 times
They
plus.
get the extra 3%. So does Top Cash Back, but both of those work. And if you're using Vico, that gives you the bonus there too. Sick.
Yeah, see, there we go. So Tony, we got the masters. What am I calling it? The masters in admin, I think, on January 5th. Maybe we'll do points in like February or something like that. So actually, you know what?
Yeah, I think it'll timer.
I'll put the link in the chat. So Tony is an animal. So and I say this, and he's on the call, so it's obvious that it's okay. He wants to do as little work as possible. He just wants to press buttons and make money, and he's got that locked in. And so what we're gonna do is on January 5th, he's gonna do a master class in admin to kind of break all the stuff that he does down. We'll have some templates and stuff like that you can utilize if you so desire. But you've never been on a call with this guy, so you don't understand it. But I've been on 2-hour calls with him, and he just goes on, and it's just unbelievable. The guy is insane. So if you're around, check out that call. It's going to be pretty insane. And we'll do a video on demand too, so it'll be available for replay. I'll also plug Ian has got an insane masterclass in ungating. If you struggle with ungating just like everybody does, you want to watch that. I'll also put that in the sheet, so you have it. And what's that? Is that your admin sheet, Tony?
Yeah, that's like the shareable, like base template for the admin sheet, just as a reference point, so people
sweet. All right, so I'll put
have
that
some
in
context.
in the document. Oh, and just obviously his name is Thomas, but goes by Tony, just in case anybody was looking like what. But all right, perfect.
Technically, I'm Tom Cruise, so
dude, I've never
like the
seen that, so
actor as well.
that's pretty hilarious. And I gotta say, I just saw my boy Paolo come into the room. Gotta shout him out. What's up, Paolo? Oh, it's not Paolo. He's Gap King tonight. Yes, I love it. Listen,
my shirt.
Paolo I gotta shout out him because he was like, hey, listen, we gotta connect. Because I think I was going to Maryland to do a Gap loop. I think it was doing a gap loop, right,
Sales will be
Paolo?
like between
And
32, 55-ish range
he was
potentially,
like, "Oh wait,
right?
who's that?"
Instead of doing any sort of
Oh, that's Charles. Okay. And he was like, "Yo, listen, we got to connect." And we had set some time up, but I had ran out of time. I think I was going to my sister's house or graduation or something. But he was like, "Nah, forget that, man. We still got to connect." And we ended up. I think he drove like an hour to meet me. I drove like I think like 4 or 5 hours out to Maryland, and we connected. And we just been really tight ever since. I did some video interviews on him, which we've been releasing over the last couple of weeks. Great dude. Story is absolutely amazing. I'll just give it to you real quick, Paolo, because you're an absolute inspiration. Came to the country, 18, couldn't speak English, actually didn't like it, left, came back, was working like 3 jobs, and just got sick of it. And it's like, listen, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to make something happen. Started Amazon, was doing all right, and then we know this story, hit the Section 3, wasn't sure what was going to happen, if he's going to be able to pay his credit cards off. He got back, and then what do you say, Paolo? When you want to do something, double it, right? It just double it. So, you know.
whenever you put a front and you double it always.
Yeah, and in less than 2 years, he's doing $1 million in revenue and just absolutely killing it. I've been to his house, which apparently is different now. I was there like a month ago. This dude's house, which I guess is not the same now, but just living room doesn't exist. I don't even know if he has a couch. He has a TV, but no couch, just product everywhere. I guess we got to see if we can pull this picture up of you, Paolo, like the front of his house. Literally, I don't know how he hasn't gotten evicted yet. Literally 6 feet tall, 15 feet wide, just packages, Kohl's, Nike, whatever, and just a great dude, and showed me a great time when we were out in Virginia. So, definitely shout out to him, and obviously he's got the Cap King shirt on, so you can't be mad at that. Okay, all right, who do we see here? I see Jen. How you doing, Jen? I'm sorry I had you out in the lobby. It's a lot of people in here, so the setup looks a little bit different. Let me see. Brian, it's weird seeing you without packing, man. It's a strange thing. So wait, where's you? Where's I saw Emily in here. Where's she at? Did she have to leave?
Brian is making the turkey.
Oh God! If you're friends with Brian on Instagram, get ready for some craziness because he's a crazy guy on Instagram for sure. And we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Oh damn, we lost. Okay, I wanted to say what's up to Emily, but I guess she had to go. But Alexa, first time meeting, obviously. What's going on with you? Talk to me. I watch your stories. I mean, your setup and your preparation is, I would say, like inspirational because there's no way I'd ever be as organized as you. But tell us about yourself a little bit if that's cool. And I don't want to put anybody in the spot.
Yeah, definitely. I've been selling for about 3 years now, and then full time for about 1.5 years. I have an insurance background, so that's what I was doing before this. I did private label first, which was like a big fail. I didn't really know what I was getting into. And then I did OA and RA, and I've stuck with that for the last 2 years. And then I started wholesale last year. I'm just maybe 20-30% into it right now. So I'm still acquiring accounts. I think I have 2 brand direct, and then I'm working with 2 distributors. So nothing too crazy yet. But I'm looking to get more into that next year or 2026. So I guess this year.
I love it. Well, like I said, I see you on Instagram and I see what you're doing, and I'm like, wow, I don't know how she does it, but I love to watch it. I love to watch it.
It's fun to make the content.
For sure. Bulk, yeah, did you just come in here, man? Did I just see you? I see your name pop up.
Bulk's in here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that dude is
travel.
He's like a mythical creature, man. I've been trying to get on the phone with this guy for months. Where is he in here? I could have swore I just saw his name.
That is ticket.
He is here. He is here. I just
There
saw
we
him.
go. I was like,
Oh, there he is.
How to unmute myself. Yeah, no, I've been traveling. So, I mean, I was in Orlando and I was in Canada. So, yeah.
I love it. Man.
Hey, Tony.
Yo, brother, it's good to see you.
Hold on, weren't you in Canada too? Once I was.
Yeah, I was in Nova Scotia. I think you're pretty close to me.
Yeah, I was in Ottawa. So yeah. We're using the
Those are
points.
crap away. Yeah,
We're using the points. Did you?
that was my first business class like points trip. It was nuts. I think that was like $4,000 of value.
Look, it's more about the experience, not about
It's about beating the man. Like, that's how I love it.
I'm like, it is a nice lifestyle because I was about to ask Miles, like, oh, where are you going? Because he's like traveling for the holidays. I'm like, going to another country.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's going to like Kansas or something weird. Yeah,
Oh, where is he going?
he's going like Ohio or something. He said it. I forgot already.
Ohio? What's in Ohio?
His family probably, or his future in-laws, either.
Ah, right. I thought when you guys said he was traveling, I thought you meant he was going somewhere. Like,
Yeah, for fun.
Like somewhere
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyone doing anything for fun? Traveling? Everyone worked hard, so just curious.
Fun. I've read about that. I wonder what it is.
Everyone's like, we made massive amount of money, and we're not going to do anything with it.
We're all reporting zero profit for the tax.
Everything goes back into inventory.
Yeah, we were talking a little while ago. I'm doing Thailand in a couple months with points.
Wait, when are you going though, Ian?
March.
Oh, okay. All right, because we're trying to figure out. Can put the heads up to, I think it was a couple of us on the call. He's like, listen, you get yourself there, I'll take care of the rest. So he's gonna be out there for like 4 weeks. So we're trying to figure out how we can get to Thailand in January.
Oh,
yeah, we're supposed to talk when he gets back.
To Tokyo, probably. For like 3 weeks or something during that time. Take my vacation over there. But maybe I might swing for a week.
Wait, where is he?
For Thailand.
He's going to Switzerland. Well, I think Switzerland might be a layover. He's going to Thailand. He's going. Where is he going, Brian? You remember Thailand, Japan, and
Japan.
I don't remember.
I think he's going to
direct flight.
Oh, now you can. You can do a direct flight to Thailand now.
From Canada. It's very, very limited. It's much easier for him, he's going through Japan and paying the extra points to do like the multi-day layover.
I was about to say he should spend a week in Japan. It's like you're flying there anyways. It's like why would you?
Yeah, I think he's doing like 4 days there or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was like. If he was just gonna lay over there, that's too nice of a place not to stay. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think Switzerland is the layover, and then the rest is he's actually vacation. He's going to be like 3 or 4 weeks of vacation. Let me see. I need to look.
But I'll be there for 3 weeks. I'm still going to be working, just mostly lead review, so my team can buy. But got to keep going.
I was about to say, like, do you really need to do that much?
Well, I'm still pushing. I still want to double my business, so.
Oh, okay.
I won't. It's like an hour or two, like most days, not every day, but.
I was about to say, like, because like March is kind of slow. It's not that crazy. You know what I mean? Like the other months.
Yes and no. So you may have like Q4 obviously flies, but I know plenty of people that are doing 300,000 to $1 million any given month. So my growth projection can happen at any point.
Okay. Because in my mind, I'm just like I'm still like, I'm not at your guys' level. I'm not going. That's to create like $1 million on any given month.
I'm nowhere near that. But that's the thing. It's like it shows me whatever my amount is, I can still triple, and it can be any given month. So.
Yeah, I know wholesalers can do like 100 million or something like that, but that's like that requires a lot of like systems and like that's like it's way more complicated. Like I feel like the business where I'm at feels easy as opposed to I think when you scale and get up to that point, it kind of gets a little crazy.
It's definitely about the teams.
I was about to say, you have like way more people, and then it's like.
But I doubled this year, and I can double next year. So that's the aim.
and which is
Side note, I'm looking for a VA right now. If anyone has one that can spare some hours, like part-time.
Wait, you're looking for a VA?
Yeah, like a sourcing VA. Because I'm trying to step away from Amazon, truthfully, and do other things.
Anybody
I
got
have
a
an opening in a lead group of mine. If you want to reach out after.
What does that mean?
Who's that, Brian?
Group?
Oh, that's Brian.
You said you want a VA, right? For sourcing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a small lead group with 10 people, and I have 3 VAs that source every day.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Slot open as of 2 days ago.
I'll DM you his Insta. Wait, actually, he posted it in the chat. See if you didn't see it. Let me see. Where are you at, Brian? You posted it in the chat, right? I think I saw that, right?
Yeah, I'm putting it right now.
I can also share my VA if that's something they're interested in.
Yeah, for sure. You use your VA for sourcing? I mean, it really doesn't matter, actually.
Yeah, so, I mean, I hired my VA to source for Amazon, but I'm closing my Amazon store. So now my VA is just doing, like, other stuff. I don't want to let him go. He's just too amazing. But he's always asking, like, when are we going to do Amazon? When are we going to do Amazon? And I don't plan to really go back into Amazon.
Right.
But he's like, I want to source for Amazon. He did great for me. It's just, I'm just tired of Amazon.
Well, are you doing Whatnot?
Yeah, I'm full in on Whatnot.
So you know what? Talk about that, because I mean, me and Brian, we were talking, the other Brian, talking about Whatnot a little bit, just trying to understand what that looks like for 2026. Tell me about your experience, if you don't mind.
So I'm only like 60 days in,
Okay.
like really going in. So I stopped purchasing for Amazon in October, and I just started sourcing specific. So like my VA now sources for Whatnot, but I started sourcing for Whatnot in October, and then I went live for my first show on October 9th. So I guess December 9th was 2 months. So now we're in our third month. But it's awesome. I love it. It's a whole different animal than Amazon. It's more of like a liquidation. So I started because I had gotten regated in a whole bunch of stuff, and I had all this inventory, and I needed to kind of get rid of it. So I tested it, and I sold all my inventory, no problem. I made my money back, and that's when I was like, I have to become a little bit like more dedicated to this, because there's definitely room for growth. And now it's just like a different sourcing model for me. I source like liquidation or wholesale. So I use like all my wholesale plugs that I couldn't sell on Amazon, and now I can sell them no problem on Whatnot. So it's a volume game for me. I don't need to make, retail on it. As long as I'm making my $3-4 a unit, and I can do a couple thousand units a month, I'm very happy with that.
So,
but did you just one day just like turn on the camera and be like, I'm just gonna try it?
Yeah.
Is that kind of just the way that it was?
Yeah. I didn't even have a ring light, nothing. I just like created a seller account.
Yeah.
I got approved, and then I went to like my dead pile, and I was like, here we go, guys, $1.
Yeah, because that's kind of the way that, like, I mean, a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
A lot of people just started. They're just like, hey, I am like brandy new, and I'm just gonna do it, and just turn their camera on and just gets beat up for like the first month. They get just beat up, and then they kind of just like figure it out.
Can you?
I mean, in the last 60 days, we almost have 10,000 followers. I've sold almost 9,000 units. Like, I'm definitely moving 100%.
Do you use the promo thing, like the no?
No.
One of my friends uses the promo thing, and that gets him like a bunch of people in that stream. He's been doing it for like
maybe
he has been doing it for like 3 months, and he's smashing it.
Yeah.
He's smashing it now.
Yeah.
But
he says that it's the promo button. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
What, like paid
promo?
promo?
One day when just started to do it.
What do you mean by that, Brian?
Yeah.
Now the promo is if you're selling, because I did it one time.
Wait, who is that? Is that a keynote?
It is.
What? What up, Brody? We were talking about you, man.
Oh, where?
Yeah, because you're killing it on Walmart, man, and we met you in grocery outlets. So just telling people that they need to reach out if they see somebody that might be doing Amazon in the streets. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, the promo is like if you're selling and you want more viewers, you could hit promo and pay like what $5 or whatever the case is, and they just give you like 1,000 followers or something.
Yeah,
like that.
he said that is totally worth it.
Yeah.
He said that is totally worth it
Yeah.
because they're doing like
What
right now
category?
he's 3 months in. I think he's doing like almost 10K per stream now.
Wow.
So they're
I got a
going.
question though for Daniel.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, get into it, Kino. I got questions.
So, yeah, because what drive me away from whatnot is the $1, right? So, explain that for me, because if I'm selling something and I know it's worth $25 and I'm saying $1, like I kind of got turned off on that. Break that down for me. How you making profit from stringing something at say $1?
So I don't start everything at $1, right? Like if I'm selling a Dior lipstick that's $42 retail, there's no way in hell you're gonna get this for $1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not selling it for $1. If somebody wants it, you can pay, the $15 that you can't get unless you buy 1,000 units. You feel me? So like they'll pay the $15 all day. Like if you want me to run this item, I'll run it, no problem. But like pre-bid on it. You know, I'm not running it for $1. But then there's the stuff like it's an average, right? So I have, let's say, 75% of my inventory that costs me under $1. Let's say 50 cents a unit. That I can start at $1. They'll run it up to $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. If I did do the Dior at $1, I don't care because I made on the 100 units I sold for $5 profit before that.
Got it.
And
Got
so,
it.
What I
But
did.
the first month you like kind of just ate it, right? For like the first month.
Kind of, but I ate it regardless because all my stuff, I couldn't return it. I couldn't sell it on Amazon. I couldn't do anything with it. I had so much inventory.
So it's a learning
grow
thing.
my account. I just did random stuff until I found a category. I decided to go with beauty because $10,000 worth of beauty can fit in a very small place. Shipping, you can fit like 70 beauty items in one box.
And those girls will buy a ton of it too.
No
the girls will buy a ton of
problem.
it.
Storage, like no problem. Electronics, 70, like a pallet of electronics, you'll maybe get like, I don't know, a couple hundred units in it, maybe 1,000 units. A pallet of like Target HBA, you're getting like 3,000 units.
Is your stuff new or is it like shelf pulls?
Shelf pulls are new too.
what the hell's a shelf pull?
Shelf pull is when you go into Walmart and it's Christmas time and they need to make room for all the Christmas stuff. They pull all the fall stuff and they liquidate it.
Right.
You get it at you get it for like 5 to 8% of retail. You gotta buy all of it.
Yeah.
You can't sell it on Amazon, but you could sell it on eBay, Poshmark, whatever. I also sell on those. Like I don't just sell on Whatnot. Like
Right.
everything's listed on eBay. Everything's listed on Posh. Like that's what my VA does. Like he lists everything into all these different. So I might sell it at a loss, let's say here, but they're paying me whatever 75% of retail on Poshmark or Macari or whatever.
So let's continue this conversation. But would you be open to doing a community call? Because I'd love to bring this to the community. All right, I'll DM you because for sure, like we don't have to get into the minutia tonight, but I'd love to do it on another call. We can just sit for an hour, let everybody come in and ask you questions because I know a lot of people are interested in it, and I always selfishly try and do topics that I'm interested in. And me and Brian were just talking about liquidation, so I'd love to get you to do that. But all right, so real quick, so because I have a question too. So like, there's a guy that we met at Sellers United. He's like, I hear like these big numbers, but he was talking about one of the things that he does is if he can sell something at the beginning of the stream, like let's just say it's $1, right, for something that should be like $20. He doesn't care as much because he knows that person is most likely going to stay on the stream because like what you were talking about with beauty, like it's a lipstick, but that lipstick's going to cost $9.95 to ship, and nobody wants to spend $10 to ship that. But if they fill a box with whatever they want, that's how you can make the money because they're buying a bunch more stuff throughout the stream, and that's kind of the racket that he's got going.
Yeah, because you talking about Levy?
Yeah. Lefty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's my mentor actually. Like,
Oh, is that right? All right.
Yeah, I joined his mentorship program and it was awesome because like I wanted to bypass the same thing I did with Amazon, right? I got a mentor, he taught me everything, blah 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 blah, and then I learned the ropes. So this was like my jump start into whatnot. I didn't want to just sit there and figure it out. Like I wanted to get numbers fast.
Right,
and like
right.
lose as little money as possible, right? Because like anytime you start a business, it's always going to be an investment. It's just how much you're willing to lose to grow an audience. And I didn't really want to lose anything. I'm not in business to lose money.
Right. So, and Muhammad, I see you got your hand up. So, I mean,
Yeah,
we're just
I've been
chilling. So
trying,
you
know,
can
I don't
hop
like to
in.
interrupt.
No, you can hop in. This is like we're all just chilling. It's a lot of people tonight, but usually it's
Yeah.
just like super chill, anywhere from 5 to 30 people, and we're just talking. So feel free to jump in. You can obviously
Yeah.
raise your hand too, but go ahead.
Thank you very much for bringing me in for the first time. My name is Mohammed. Right now, we run a company liquidation called Supreme Wholesale Liquidation. I did private label in like 20. The first shipment from China was like the late 2014. I was just trying things out, and it was like LED light shoelaces, which I couldn't even list on Amazon. They told me you cannot list this. So I've tried, I purchased the course. Amazing Selling Machine was selling their course for like $4,000. I'm like, no, I could find something cheaper. So I found something for like $300. Mark Scott's Adams, I think that was his name. So I learned a lot from that experience. I spent about $50,000 in inventory. I did not make much profit because I was still learning, but I didn't lose anything. And I was always in retail at the same time, so it was a challenge. Should I do Amazon? Should I do retail? It was very difficult to do both. Furniture stores, I did bin stores, which is liquidation before I opened my wholesale. We have a warehouse in New Jersey. We do drop shipping. Mostly we sell truckloads. Liquidation, you guys mentioned it. You mentioned whatnots. That's why I'm like excited. I know all about this stuff, and I need help. That's why it's great to communicate with like-minded people. We sell pallets too from New Jersey. But if it's drop shipped from a different supplier that we deal with, technically broker in it, but sometimes I make my commission from the supplier. I don't add it to the customer. And it's challenging in the liquidation world to try to find like a good supplier. That's our job here. But like some people mentioned they want to stop on Amazon. Don't stop, but you could always like if I focused on online since like 2016, I would be making a lot more money now because guys, retail is very, very hard, very challenging. Sometimes I work 18 hours, going home like 4 in the morning, doing deliveries for furniture. It was like really, really annoying to me. I was like taking care of almost everything by myself. So whatnot is good. If you guys noticed, eBay is doing live auctions now. Even TikTok is doing the live auctions now, with a lot of people doing the $1 start. So it's definitely something you guys should look into. And most people, they want to see that dollar start. I understand like a lot of inventory you probably cannot like do it at $1 because you're gonna lose. But you want to try to bring inventory like Danielle says, like he has 75% of his inventory that he can afford to sell at $1. So in the beginning, like some people call it a loss. I know people lost, I call it investment. They lost like $10,000 or $30,000 before they actually start making profit. But once they reach that amount of audience and the followers and the right inventory, probably they could get the $30,000 back in like a few weeks. So that's something I really want to do right now. Try to focus on, but it's challenging because I can't even find somebody to do it. Sometimes I don't find time to go to Indeed and to interview people. So it's challenging. So I'm like, okay, this community has done like FBA, retail arbitrage, I think, whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm here to connect. I like to help and also get help. So mutual benefit.
And Brian,
I would compare to
Brian, right? This is the guy I was talking about the other day. Yeah. So Muhammad, he sent me the video. Yeah. Me and Muhammad are gonna connect.
Brian, thank you very much.
Yeah. So we're gonna connect. I'm gonna try.
Wayne, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Jersey too. What's
did we
up?
lose him? Wait, you're in Jersey?
Are you too?
I didn't know that. Seriously? Bro,
In
like
Jersey, yeah.
we got to get you.
I live down by like Atlantic City.
Oh, so you're down there.
I'll be
All right.
down there probably on Friday. I think
Oh,
that I'm gonna
nice.
be down there Friday.
Yeah, I'm like half an hour from Atlantic City.
I think I gotta go to the outlets there
Mm-hmm.
on
All right.
Friday.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man. I gotta. We're definitely gonna connect. I'll hit you after the call for sure. And we'll talk about whatnot. We'll talk about. I mean, I don't know if our chat makes sense for you because everybody is doing Walmart and Amazon, but we'll talk about it for sure, man. I didn't know
that's
how.
why I joined. I want to hear like how everybody's doing, like what the struggles are right now, and kind of like how Q4 has been going. I left all my inventory in Amazon, and I just let it sell out during Q4.
Oh, really? CC, real quick. I don't know if you're still. I know you're on, but I don't know if you can hear me. Did you add your social for the giveaway, or you just adding that just so people see it? Maybe.
Just adding it so people see it.
All right, cool. All right, so if you're looking, so we are doing multiple giveaways. Arbitrage Card is doing but you can add your email. Just drop your email. I'll add you to it, and then we'll do that giveaway. And then after that, I'll do a giveaway for a Gap King shirt. I'm thinking I'm going to give away 1 hour. So if you want to get into that first giveaway, just drop your email in the chat, and then I'll run a random generator to pick somebody once we get it going. Yeah, so did you know I was in New Jersey, Daniel? Oh, all right. I said
No, I
neither one of us
I
do.
figured like we were kind of close because we met at Seller United.
Yeah,
but I wasn't
yeah.
sure, like, yeah.
But I think that was a good point because I think there were a lot of people from New York and New Jersey that were there, but it wasn't my first instinct to be like, oh, are you from New Jersey? But yeah, no, there's the community in New Jersey is insane. You got a bunch of people from New Jersey on Aquino, who we met in Grocery Outlet, Noah, who I think is still here, Brian, he's an animal. I don't know how he does it. And then there's a bunch of other people I can't see, but yeah, so it's a really good community. So we'll check in and see if that group chat makes sense. Oh, real quick, I see Emily's back. Crazy flipping mom. Hey, listen, thank you so much for hopping in. I didn't get a chance to meet you at Sellers United, but when I saw that you were there, I'm like, let me see if I can meet her, but I didn't get a chance. But I really appreciate you hopping on the stream. I don't know, I can't see you, so I don't know if you're like indisposed.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. I see you now. Trying to get the screen right.
I had to make dinner for the family, but I'm back. Just listening in, working, so I thought this would be fun to join all these people I don't know, and yeah, thanks for having me.
And no, thank you. I mean, because literally that's what it is. I mean, and it's cool to me because I didn't know, because we're talking about it's 11 o'clock generally. We're doing 11 o'clock streams, so that's kind of late for a lot of people. But for us, it wasn't late because you had people, they were packing late. Me and Brian, we're up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing packing and stuff. And so that was easy for us. But there were a lot of people who would come on and it just made sense and we were solving problems. So I think we're going to move the stream earlier post Q4. But thank you for coming. I appreciate that. And your content also, you're another one with the content. Like I don't know, you just don't not record because you have so much content. It's like I'm looking at you every day. There's a video, and I'm like, I post a lot.
You're
but
sick of me.
No,
You're
I'm
sick
like,
of me.
for me, like I'm a student of games. Like my thing is marketing. My background's in marketing, so I'm studying marketing all the time. But I've done social media since like 2007, so I'm also studying people who do social media. So I see what some people might call spam. I see it as like, holy crap, like this is great. How's she doing it? How's her engagement? So
Right.
I love it. Me personally. So no, respect. Keep doing it. I love
Thank you.
how much you share. Next, I don't know what's the next event, but we definitely have to connect at the next event. You know what?
For
That's
sure.
why I didn't meet you. It was crazy because I was there to just hang out and go to the event, but I ended up doing like a ton of content. I interviewed 1 million people, so that's why I didn't get a chance to come and say hello. But and I missed you. Oh, that's the other thing. I missed you on the bar doing karaoke. That's what I missed.
Okay.
That's what I want to talk about too.
Okay.
I'm
You
giving
didn't
you
have to do-
kudos. You killed it.
Thank you.
I saw
Actually,
someone's story. Yes. Go Queen. Top off.
I have never been so hungover as Sellers United, and I spoke, and I was like still drunk until like 12:30 that day. It It was not my finest event, and I've learned some lessons. But thank you.
Well, you know what that
time.
you know what that was though? That dump that we went to that had karaoke didn't have any food, and they didn't take any. They didn't take credit card. They cash only. Like we left. Me and Brian.
That's let's blame it on that situation.
We have to, because you didn't have any food in your stomach. Yeah, you can't be expected to handle that.
Yeah, but thank you for bringing up the karaoke. I never pass up karaoke, but I will say I didn't do a lot of merchant this year, so
okay.
I'm like refreshed, happy to be here. Don't regret my life, but I like hearing the hustle from you guys.
If you want to
describe my Q4 accurately.
Can't say the same. Yeah, can't say the same.
If you want to,
it was hard for me not to regret part of it.
You want to understand hustle? It's Brian. This guy is. He has a job, which we laugh about his job every day because he's always banging. He's like, oh yeah, I'm calling out tomorrow. Oh, I'm calling out Thursday. No, actually Friday I have to go to work, and then Friday he's at the store with me. So it's just like
I called out sick too.
Of course you did.
Today,
of course you did. But he's got a great boss though, for sure, man. He's got a great boss, and it's gonna flip in a couple of days. So who cares, man?
They support me.
Can we do so? I know your family's going away in a couple of days. Can we go to like dinner or something, man? Something to get you some relaxation, man. Yeah, me and you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that.
I was actually gonna text you. I have a couple thoughts.
Okay. All right, let's do it, man. Yeah, hit me up.
I got a couple thoughts.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that for sure.
Yeah, because let me think. They're leaving on Christmas night, which is amazing. And then I'm not going to Florida till New Year's Eve. So
I love it. All right, yeah, we'll figure that out. Another one.
Yeah.
One of the co-hosts coming in. Let me see here, Santi. Let me see when he gets in. I gotta shout him out too because where are you at, Santiago? You in? There you go. There you go. And he's got the Aura shirt on. Gotta love that, man. We love Go Aura, but you know, Santi's got he's in school too, so a lot of us are from school, and he's got you added me to that group chat, and I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, you know, we'll see what's up, and then it's really popping. Like I love he's got a really dope Instagram group chat. It's for Amazon and Walmart, so if you're interested in that, DM him. Santi, if you can drop your ID in the chat so people can hit you up, but he's got a really dope group chat for beginners, intermediate experience, whatever. I get a lot of value out of it. So I think you guys will like that. But Santi, what's up, man? How you feeling? You've been doing record numbers this month for sure. We saw your bars. Bars look crazy, man.
Yeah, I've been grinding a lot. Honestly, I'm drained. I'm both glad that my credit card is tapped out because oh man, I'm tapped out.
You got a good excuse to chill.
Tony, don't get Santi started, man. I'm not trying to get banned from YouTube, man. Tony always starting trouble, man. I love this guy, but he's always starting trouble. Oh yeah, all right. So yeah, we're still taking emails. If you want to get into that first giveaway for Arbitrage Card, just drop your email in the chat, and I'll get you on the list. What else I wanted to say? Jonathan, what's up, man? How you doing? I see you over there. Musa, what's up? I gotta say, so Musa, is your headset charged? That's the first question, Musa. Is your headset charged?
Yeah, it is.
His headset is charged. And see, some of this stuff you guys are hearing is like inside jokes. Because we talk every day, and Musa is like his headset that's always a struggle. Is it charged or not? But I like that Musa and Steve connected because they're newer sellers. I think Steve is still on. And they were just having trouble doing outreach, but they ended up getting together and connecting, and they got a little group chat going that's been working out for them. So, you know, I think there's just a lot of value in networking. Tony, I'll tell you a story, which I've literally told 1 million times, but there's a lot of new people on it. I put out a call. So my girl, Erica, who I don't know if she's still on or not, we were both just grinding together, talking every day on text. And we were just like, hey, we see these people, this 18-year-old college student doing 50 a month, this 6 month, this 6 month pregnant woman just scaled from 5,000 to 25,000 in 2 weeks. We just couldn't figure it out. So I put out a message, and Ian and Tony responded immediately, which was crazy because they were both doing insane numbers per month. And we had an hour call. But Tony, which Tony knows, dude, I'm gonna have to meet your girlfriend because this mythical creature, like it's like she always talks about his girlfriend, but I never see her. But he had to leave 10 minutes in, and he's like, oh man, I gotta go somewhere with my girlfriend, and he DMs me later like, bro, I'm sorry I couldn't stay, but if you want to talk to me, now I'm doing like I don't know like $10,000 a month at this time, and Tony's like way six figures, and I'm just like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you. We put an hour on the calendar. We ended up talking for 2 hours, which was nuts. Now, if you don't know Tony does web scraping, which is insane, high level, way over my head. But he does web scraping. So he's have you done like 32 million UPCs over time? It's some crazy number, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So he's done millions of UPCs. So he scrapes sites. He's got it fully automated. And he's talking about that. But he knew at the time I was doing Gap. So he's like, all right, bro. I know you source this way, blah, blah, blah. Some people teach it this way, but I'm going to show you how I source high velocity ASINs. And this dude, bloop, 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 puts in a keep a search, and he pulls out a spreadsheet with like 78 ASINs on it. And now Tony's just talking about, he's like, oh yeah, bro, this is cool. You can check it out later. Oh no, let's just look through this or whatever. And now Tony, if you know Tony, dude, he's got his spreadsheet is like KX7-55765, and he puts it in a folder that's like 3677745. I'm like, yo, this guy is never gonna look at this shit spreadsheet again. But for me, it would have been a game changer. Like, it could change my life. And I just like, hey, Tony, will you give me that spreadsheet? He gives me the spreadsheet, and I'm like, all right, dope. Now he put some random script in there that automatically pulled up the product from the blah blah. Who knows? But you just click the link and it'll take you to the product so you can source it. I'm clicking these links and they're not working. Now I'm like, this guy's making a ton of money. He talked to me for like 2 hours. I'm not gonna reach out and say, yo, you're a dummy, you screwed this spreadsheet up. So I tried to figure it out. So I'm in Gap like every day. I'm like, maybe this stuff isn't wrong. Maybe it's in store. And it happened to be in store. And so I didn't even source the whole sheet. I sourced like the first like 4 ASINs. And in 2 days, I made, I don't even remember the number. I made $1,000. No, wait, what was it? I think it was $1,000 in 2 days. And I'm like, Tony, this is crazy, right? This is $1,000. And I went back just for giggles, and 3 weeks later, and it was like $6,200. And I wrote a post, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is why you need to make friends. Tony gave me this spreadsheet. But the crazy thing is not that I made $6,000. It was that I guarantee you, Tony has never even looked at this spreadsheet. Tony comes into the comments and he's like, ha ha ha, yeah, I never looked at it. And I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, somebody who doesn't know me from a can of paint gives me this leads. And then when I had hit 100,000 in revenue, I think you remember this, right? Because I did a networking call with Miles, and I was like, just for giggles, I'm just curious. Like, I just did 100,000. How much of that was the stuff that I sourced from Tony? And at the time, I was like almost exactly at $100,000. And the ASINs that I got from him, just the 4, were responsible for $32,000, right? So, like, to me, that's always going to be the Erica story, 20% of my December, and Tony's story, 32% of 100 grand. Like, there's nothing that you can accelerate your business like networking does, because our group chat, Aquino, this dude knows Walmart like nobody else in the group chat. Like, I'm having a problem. Like, I'm trying to sell these Keurigs, but it's not on my account. He explained exactly how to fix it in 30 seconds, and I would have never figured it out. So, like, for me, I'm just a massive proponent of networking. And if you have the pleasure of meeting Tony, like, definitely reach out, because the dude's amazing. He's open to talk, and he'll give you the shirt off his back if you need it. So that's the guy right there. Shout out to Tony.
Super smart guy.
100%.
Crazy smart guy.
I just like pressing buttons and not working.
See, I didn't make it up. I wasn't being disrespectful. The dude doesn't want to work, man. He just wants to press buttons.
Hurts me.
I don't know. He always has the info too. I'm like, hey, can you help me with this?
Always.
Slide into the DM and be like, hey, what do you think about this?
I've made so many mistakes. I know what not to do.
We get to learn from it. And one of the things, when you reach out to Tony, like, if you're interested in web scraping, I mean, it's above my head. But if you're interested, he teaches a course in web scraping, so he's definitely somebody that you might want to check in with if that interests you. Again, over my head, but let's see who we got here.
I'll speak up on that real quick. I was one of Tony's first students, though I did not learn web scraping. It was one of the best couple of weeks that I ever had. There was so much stuff that I was able to apply just in business alone that has carried out through my entire reselling career. So shout out to that on that Tony, because I mean it's true though, because you learn so much, between even Google Sheets to just business alone. You will not say you joined and you didn't learn web scraping. You're going to learn something. So regardless, good shit.
It's the fire hose of information.
It really is.
I think I counted.
It's oh hey.
The page count was 300 pages. What I wrote, for reference material. I was no wonder I was tired.
It's funny because somebody asked me something for how to do something the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I got a video on that, right?" And I sent it over to him, and I'm like, "Damn, if I was only Tony though, I'd have a whole script on this, 10-page write out." It's good being organized though.
And that was it. So
I learned that from you.
Appreciate you, my man.
Who was that? I think it was Michael on the call the other day. Not Michael Allen, the other Michael, which his last name escapes me right now. But he was giving Tony props because he's like, hey, Tony, you have great guides, but they're not only just great guides, but they're just so much information. He packs a ton of information in his guides. So if you're on School, just search for guide on School and Tony's will pop up. He has a post with 60 plus guides, which I found, and I was like, Tony, this is great, bro, thanks. And then 2 months later, I didn't look at any because it was overwhelming. So I started a second post, which attributes Tony's post, and it's learning the business, basically one guide a day, right? So there's 30 or so guides up there. So definitely check him out if you're on School in Miles's group, because the guy is just full of information. Whether you're talking about admin, credit card points, how to manage, returns, think about your P&L, profit. Just it's a ton of stuff. So the guy is the guides are all free too. Yeah, so definitely. All right, so real quick, so we'll do that first giveaway for Arbitrage Card. If anybody else wants to drop their email, I'm gonna do one of those random generators so we can get this out of the way for the first one. So this is gonna be a $50 discount code and also an Arbitrage Card shirt. So let's see, anybody else wants to get in there, feel free. And actually, I'm gonna stack on top. I'll do a Gap King shirt.
Oh, that's nuts.
No, do it. Wait, what's nuts, Tony? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else?
Looks like I'm vinyl. That's great.
Oh, the red. Yo, Tony, you're nuts, man. The stuff that excites you always cracks me up, man. Always cracks me up. We gotta get. Where's your boy, Falcon Brian at? Because I know you'd be excited to see him.
Dude, he's nuts. $50,000 in free travel is what he did last year.
50,000. What Balk said, it's not the number, bro. It's the experience. Stop talking about numbers.
That's true.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Brian, I used his referral code, so I'm giving him more points.
Yeah.
All right, so we got, I think we're done, right? Santia, you're the last one. We'll drop you in here. Let me see here. Let me see if that's showing up on the screen. All right, yep. So here are all the emails. Still, where is it? Why is it shuffle? How do you, tap to spin. All right, let me see here. Let's see who we're gonna get. Let's see who we're gonna get. Look at that. That's hilarious, John. All right, so I'll get my boy John in here. You get it, which is hilarious. Well, you're going to get a super cheap gift card, even though you don't sell on Amazon, but that's all good. All right, so I'll lock you in. So we'll do it again. So I got Gap King shirts in a gazillion colors. So, oh, wait, somebody else added their email. So I'll add you for this Gap King giveaway. Let me see here. 2. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. And I'll get you in here, whatever that was for the last one. Let's see here. Alright, let's get back to the random generator. Add this last email. Alright, boom. Okay.
Omar, I'm really
Yep.
excited if you move up the hangout earlier.
Wait, say again?
I said I'll be really excited if you move the time up for hangout.
Oh yeah, no. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So
You know, because your girl has to work at 5 a.m., so
No,
I can't
no.
be hanging out with you guys at 11 p.m.
And you know what? So on Sundays we actually do 9 o'clock. So this is actually funny because our girl in one of the group chats, Sarah, Sarah with an H, not an A, she's on the West Coast, and she's like 11 o'clock's too late. And I'm like, all right. So we do Sundays at 9, but the new iteration in Q1 of 2026 will be at 9. I think we're probably going to do 2 days a week. Can was like, 1 day is not enough. I'm like, bro, like, so I'm literally on stream like 3-4 days a week. So I'm going
It's
to
a
do
lot though.
the community call, my community call, then I do the community call with Brian. That's going to be, probably once a week, and then we're going to do like 2 or 3 live streams. It's nuts, but there's no better experience than being with you guys. Like, I mean, literally we're learning a ton every day, so I'll do it because it's just a great vessel to learn and figure stuff out. So let's go back to this wheel. Let's see who wins. This is going to be for a Gap King shirt, so
Well, if you want to do one at 7 a.m., I'm down.
No, definitely not.
I'm in.
Wait, all right, who is that? Oh, that's Noah. All right, Noah. All right, you need a Gap King shirt. We're gonna do like a RA trip, and everybody's gonna wear Gap King shirts. All right, so let's stop this share. So we're gonna do more. We're gonna do more giveaways throughout the rest of the call. So I got 2 more gift cards and shirts from Arbitrage Card. Thank you to them. My man Taylor, he's gonna be on a little bit later. Gotta love him. I'll say, so like, if you're new and you have no experience with gift cards, even if you're experienced, to me, Arbitrage Card is the best gift card site on the internet, and that's got nothing to do with them sponsoring. If you know me, and Brian, anybody else who's talked to me knows that the people that I recommend is Arbitrage Card. I like Card Cash. I think I have a Card Cash hat over here and a t-shirt. Those guys are cool. There's a couple other gift card sites, but for me, the thing that's important is speed, right? I know that when I buy my gift card, it's going to be there. There's a couple sites that you wait overnight for it. It's ridiculous. And then defects, which is most important. You guys have heard the story. Some of you have heard the story. It was one day I was doing a Gap run in Maryland, and I was about to buy, I think I was buying like a $400 gift card for one store, and I had to buy it 4 times because there was nothing on the gift card. And so that's crazy. Like, you think about spending $400 and you end up having to spend like $1,500 just to get $400. It's crazy. Now you're gonna get your money back, but that's horrific for your cash flow. So for me, I've never had a defect on Arbitrage Card. It always comes through fast, and it's made for arbitrage sellers. So they have dashboards, they have an extension, all that stuff, all the stuff that makes it really, really good for a seller. And I'm just making this stuff up now. I don't have any talking points. And like Taylor said, when we were at Sellers United, somebody was like, "Bro, do you work for Arbitrage Card?" I was like, "No, but that's the site that I use, and I'm loyal. And so if you're going to ask me who to use, it's going to be Arbitrage Card." And they also sponsored this. So, congratulations to John for that. We're going to do 2 more. So it's going to be 75, and it's going to be 100 for the last one. So more reason to stick around or come back later. All right, so cool. And then Noah, maybe I'll just give you your shirt like next time I see you. So I'll talk to you later. That is Noah, right? Like, that's New Jersey Noah. That was you, right? Whose email that was? Oh, okay, cool. So I'll hit you up on text and just figure out what your size is and what color you want, because I got a million. I prefer the pink one though. So if you like pink, you can get that. But all right, who else we got in here? Cody, what's up, man? You at the gym?
What's up, guys? Dude, it's loud as heck in here. I won't be able to talk.
Wait,
Thanks
hold
for
on.
the invite.
Are you at the gym? Bro, you're goated. You're goated. I'm sorry, man. That is literally insane.
No, it's all my wife. It's my wife dragging me out here.
Hey, thanks, wife. Listen, say thank you to her from me. I really appreciate that. See, and that's what I'm talking about. So you'll have. Oh, so you see Jonathan. He's in his car. Noah is in his car every night. It's absolutely insane. Erica's got a new baby. like people just come on, and that's why we're going to keep doing a call in 2026 because it's just been a really good tool. And I'm actually, where's who's in here? I wonder where Ken is at. Paolo, are you still in here? Where's Paolo at? Send Ken a text and see where he's at, man. He's usually like the first. He's literally in the lobby when I start calls. I'm surprised he's not here yet. Look who's here.
I'm like, where Ken at?
Oh, hold up. We got 2 stars in the building. We got David who just dropped in, and then we also got the Thompsons. Wait, where are you guys at? Oh, there's David.
No way.
David, who I had like probably one of my best conversations with David at Sellers United. I think we talked like for like 2 hours. Like that was like when I was talking to you guys about marketing and studying marketing, we had a fantastic conversation about marketing. It kind of was like on the fringes, but I didn't know this guy from a can of paint. He didn't know me, and we just sat down and we talked and just had a really good connection. And we've just been staying connected since. So got to say shout out to him for just being a great dude. Where are the Thompsons at? I think I just let you in. Are you guys in here? There's so many damn people in the chat. I can't see everybody. But Amanda, Andrew, anybody? You guys here? I think you're here. Am I a people person? Am I a people? Tony, what are you talking about? You're all...
Like, it reminds me of that stupid saying, like, if you drop soap on the floor, is the soap dirty or is the floor clean?
Dude, I've never heard that before. You literally had to just make that up.
No. See, there are things I think about.
Yeah, right, which makes sense because it's you. Kiki.
Dan just said he was going to be home in about 30 minutes.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Lark. I appreciate it. Kiki, are you a prisoner of war tonight, or are you in lighting? Kiki's never, like, you can never see her face.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. You got light tonight. You got light. I love it. That's.
Let there be light.
There's also, gotta say shout out to Kiki. She went on a trip with us. I think, were we doing? Oh, I think we were doing back to school in the summer. And she came down and met with a couple of us. I think there was like 3 or 4 of us. My man Louie, Sarah, and Kiki. And we just had a great time. She's also got a chance to connect with Aquino too. So like, the network just, it kind of spiders out. Like you meet one person, somebody meets me, and then I introduce them to somebody else, and they introduce me to somebody else. And there's just so much knowledge. And I think, Kiki and Aquino have had, some good dialogues, and Aquino's been learning a lot from her and vice versa. So I'm just a massive proponent of networking. Do it if you can. You know what, John? Actually, I know you just won, but are you still on here? Let's see, John. I don't know if you want to come off mute, but I know we're going to have a conversation about Amazon, but it's like off the top of your head, any questions you have about the thing that most of us on this call are doing, Amazon and or Walmart? You don't have to be on the spot if you don't have anything. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks for the invite, man. I didn't even realize I had won anything because I had stepped away for like a minute and I kept hearing my name. I'm like, wait, what is it?
Nah, I got you, man. I got you.
I appreciate the invite, and nice to meet everybody. And I just want to learn to see what this is all about. And I buy from Amazon, but obviously, I don't really understand the seller side or e-commerce side of things. So I just wanted to jump on and say hello to everybody and just learn a little bit about what happens with the e-commerce side.
100%. And we'll set some time up. I'll get some time on the calendar, and I'll give you the breakdown because like we're not really like going like in depth on these calls. Like sometimes like we'll talk like very tactical, like I'm trying to ungate X, Y, and Z. Like, what's the best strategy? And I'll be like, just watch this video from Ian because he's got a master class, right? And Ian will break down like all the steps about the things you need to think about how ungating works. Now, you don't know this, but we know that ungating is really fickle. Like, you could have a crappy invoice and it'll get you ungated, but somebody else will have a invoice directly from the brand and you'll try 100 times. So, but so yeah, we'll put some time on the calendar, but. Yeah, you got some really great people on this call, literally unbelievable people. So, it's a great place to be, learn from, et cetera, et cetera. So cool. Sebastian, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, Warren. Oh, that's a bad echo.
Oh yeah. Or do you have like you don't have YouTube on, right?
No, I think it's Charles.
Oh, is it Charles?
Oh, wait. I think it's good now.
Oh, okay. So is this your first call?
Yeah, it's my first time calling. I saw Duck, Danny. He was doing live. I was like, "What's this about?" Asked for an invite. She was like, "All right, cool, send it." So this is my first time here with you guys. Oscar, I see you all the time on Instagram. I saw you all like the Gap team. I was like, "Who's this guy?" And now you're just like, "I see this guy all the time now." Honestly, Thompson's here. I know they recognize me. I went over to their house or their prep center, talked for them a little bit for their birthday. But I'm here now, just seeing what you guys do. It's pretty interesting. While
Yeah, I think you came in a little bit later, but effectively we just had this idea like we're in the group chats all the time. Q4 is a different monster, right? Back to school touches it a little bit, but Q4 is crazy. We were all sourcing every day. We were all packing every day. And it's like, can we just get together and talk with people who are doing exactly what we're doing, learn from them, talk about the stuff like, oh, like I had this customer return, or, what's hot. Like we would do sourcing too. Like we would do, and we could do that tonight too. Doesn't matter. The calls are completely random. And so we'll do sourcing. We won't do sourcing. We actually have a massive RA Bolo list. Well, it's RA, but it's not really. I guess it is a lot of RA, but OA too. That has Tony gave us like 4 or 5 web scrapes going, gone. Carter's, a bunch of stuff. I did 2 Gap leads lists that are in there. We had a Fuggler's lead list because Lark is the king of Fugglers. We did that. We had a crazy grocery, Bolo list that was like, I don't know, like 1,000 items. We had toys. So, that sheet. And then also people were giving us like, hey, email list and this to help you get ungated. We got a lot of tips from people and we just logged that. So that's all in that Bolo sheet. I mean, I don't know how valuable it is now because we're basically at the end of it. But if anybody wants that, feel free to let me know. I'll get you in there. Just drop your email. But just say, like in the chat when you drop your email, just say Bolo list so I know to add you to that. But I think we're going to revamp that in 2026 to make sure that it stays relevant and valuable to people. But I think that's going to be cool. Let me see who we got in here. Carlos, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, go ahead, Sebastian. Before I talk to Carlos, gotta talk to Carlos.
No, you're good. Yeah,
what do
I
you
was
got?
just about to say, like, by the way, if you guys aren't buying FBA right now, you guys definitely should be. I know, obviously, Q4 is basically done. I'm basically on Q4, but you definitely want to take advantage of these basically Q4 sales and just try to buy your inventory now for January. I'm already doing that, so if you guys haven't, definitely should be.
Oh wait. Oh, David, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't see your text. I apologize for leaving you on red, man.
Yeah.
All right. So Carlos, you there, man? Can you talk on the mic or what? Maybe not. All right. No problem. All right. Wait, Amanda. Wait, is that Amanda or Andrew? Who's talking? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. It is Amanda. Can you talk, Amanda? Or you guys still working? You might still be working. Oh, it is Amanda. Can you talk? Can you unmute? Oh, you're hustling. All right, listen. Respect to you for coming on. Amanda and Andrew were on one of my community calls earlier this year, and it was, because I met Andrew for the first time at Sellers United, and he was one of the interviews I did. Just great dude. Obviously, they're great people. Like before I even started with Amazon, they were, a couple of people that I followed, and then actually meeting them in person was like, it's like meeting a celebrity or something. And just super kind, nice. You see some of the content is out, continue to put that stuff out over time. Actually, I got content from Paolo that's coming out, Amanda, Andrew, who else on here? Ian, all Ian's content is out. Who else? Anybody else on here that's got content? Oh, Brian, I still got more content from Brian. David, oh my God, David's story. Oh, the first video I dropped on David was absolutely insane. He's got another great story like Paolo. So you can check that on my Instagram and YouTube if you're interested. But we're going to continue to drop more stories. But when I met Andrew, I think he was like maybe like 3 weeks from like quitting his job and going full time. And so I brought him to the community call because there's a lot of people who do this on the side, and they're like, hey, when is it time to go? And so I wanted to be able to tell their story in a different way because they had been on the Marketplace Mavericks podcast. Shout out to them, great dudes. So if you're over 40, like they cater to people who are over 40. They call themselves over the hill, but I'm not over the hill, so I don't use that language. But they're great people. So if you're looking for a podcast to check out, they're young-ish sellers in the game. So they're giving you a lot of the basic information, a lot of stuff that they're learning. One of the guys does wholesale, another guy does, I think, OA. So you get a lot of different perspectives. I think Ian has been on their podcast. Tony's been on their podcast. I've been on their podcast 3 times. So check them out. But actually, I have no idea where the hell was I going with that. They were on a community call, and it was just a really great conversation about when they knew it was time to quit their job. So if you're still working a job and you're thinking about it, you can watch that podcast and get some guidance. Actually, I'll drop that in the sheet so you have easy access to it. Does somebody have a question? Sorry, I thought I heard somebody. All right, so what we got in here? What's up? All right, so is anybody it's the end of Q4, but anybody got any questions, challenges, anything going on right now that we can help with? Because you have like the craziest collection. I gotta get a picture of this because this may never be seen again. This is an absolutely insane collection of sellers, and it actually warms my heart to see all you guys in one place. But so like I would say if you're a new seller, and we say this is a different call, but we talk about this on every call. If you're new and you're nervous but you have an issue, just raise it. We are the best group of people that you can do outreach to, and there's so many people who are doing lots of revenue on a monthly basis and have gone through a lot of stuff. So feel free to speak up. Sebastian, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, definitely. My question is, if I'm not sure if you guys experienced it, if you guys selling toys first time this year, I haven't, but I noticed basically nearly all my Jellycat ASINs got hit with basically a low impact score, talking about like children toys, food and product safeties, and like you guys basically have to ship in a product to one of their testers and get approval to sell that product. I'm not sure if you guys got hit with any of that type of stuff.
I have 38 of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I have like all of them, so are you doing anything with that for me? Yeah, go ahead.
It's so only one person needs to submit it. So we're all hopeful that somebody does. Hippo Tails, which is a major wholesale person, may have access to those documents. They can be tough to get, they're expensive to get, and because it's across the whole brand, either it's going to get resolved on most of them, or the brand may disappear from Amazon. We'll know February.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a whole... Okay, go ahead.
I called Jellycat, and they said the only way that they can give you that actual document is if you have a brick and mortar place. So if you sell online, no, but if you have an actual store, let's say like a physical store, they do have those documents.
So you never want to tell, you rarely want to tell brands that you sell on Amazon.
No, I didn't tell them I sold on Amazon though. I just called them to ask if they had something like that because I had a customer complain at my store about the item, and they asked me about the store, and I was like, yeah, I bet they are gonna ask for the account information.
Jellycat's pretty protective. So they know the vendors they have. It doesn't mean, like, I'm wondering, Hippo Tails sells at retail price. So I'm wondering if they have a wholesale deal with Jellycat, or more likely they have a strong allocation where they're able to offload a lot of it onto Amazon. If that's the case, they should be able to provide the docs. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be for all ASINs. Some of the ASINs on Amazon are on retired Jellycat. So, like, I think I made a post. So, like, if it's retired, I don't think it's coming. Like, you got to get, like, you're probably not going to be able to sell it come whatever February or whatever date. So, yeah. But then again, I think this is going to be for old toys. So, again, it's one of those things where if you're thinking about going into toys, this is another thing to consider, because maybe you test lighter, and yeah, it's a little bit more risk reward, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I only sell toys during Q4. I think I pumped through probably nearly 1,000 units alone on toys this Q4, but I was just curious on how you guys thought on that. Because for next year, because I know Delicat's always a hot brand. I can just tell it's a disgusting brand if you guys get in it.
Yeah, it's every year, there's going to be a certain amount of ASINs that disappear. Some October surprise that Amazon hits us with. So with toys, I don't sell that many during the year, but in Q4, it's whatever can sell, it's go time. And like here with the Jellycat, all the requirements come out in December, but it's not due until February. So again, go time.
Hey, hey, Happy, are you on camera or no? I don't think you are on camera. Let me know if you're coming on camera. I don't know if you're not. Just put it in the chat. But wait, what's up with Bulk's hoodies? Oh, you just that he has a hoodie on?
No, it keeps blending into the background there.
Tony, bro.
It's Jedi Bulk over here.
Yeah,
I love Tony, man.
I'm doing what is it, Evil Kermit or whatever?
Yeah.
I love it. All right.
Yeah, but just due to the timing and the shipping, and then the LTL shipping, and just oh my god, it's just a nightmare.
One of the things I learned this year is to not get emotionally tied to products, because when you buy a product, right, you might look and see I'll make $5 profit on that, $10 profit on that. When the profit margins start going down and you're like, nah, I'm not dropping my price because I want it to go back up to make that $10, that's basically you getting emotionally involved with a particular product. Then the buy box just steadily dropping, and then you're just losing. So this year I started like in the beginning of the year, I had products that I knew, like when I bought it, like everyone was making $10 profit on it, and I'm like, well, I need to still make $10 when it went to 8, right? Or when it went to 6, I'm like, oh, this idiot keep dropping the buy box, and I'm losing, but I'm not trying to get the sale as well. So you kind of gotta stop getting emotionally involved with like the products and just try to move it, man. Like I think after I learned that, I was like, okay, this people are dropping their buy box. The buy box is tanking, especially on Amazon. And I just was like, okay, well, I need to just feed the need to like get the sale. You know what I mean? Instead of just trying to wait for that particular profit, because you end up losing more in the end, and you basically, your product will basically sit there, and if it's FBA, then you start collecting fees, and you're basically losing more than what you kind of bargained for. So I'm basically saying to anyone that I talked to recently, is like, don't get emotionally involved. You find a product, you say you're making $5 profit, but if you check tomorrow and it's $4, drop the price. Like, it is what it is. Like, try to see how you can just get the sale as fast as possible.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot of bulk.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah, if you have a product that you can buy now that is more profitable than the product that you're currently selling, then you just need to switch it out, right? I think that's more of a common sense thing. It's like, okay, because even if you sell it now, it'll take 2 weeks, right, for Amazon to pay you, basically, right? So it's like, if you have something now that you can buy, that means you're probably gonna have stuff that you can buy like 2 weeks later. So if you're short on capital, then I would be like, yeah, eliminate the item, because it's like, also, like, your gut is also telling you kind of, from what I'm hearing, you're telling everyone this, and you just need to just make the move, because lose the ego, because it's like
correct. You're right, and it's not an ego thing. It's more about, it's like, shit, this stuff finally just got in. I haven't sold a single unit, and it's been landed for, let's say, 2, 3, 4 plus weeks. It's just sitting there. I haven't sold a single unit, and I'm like, Jesus, all right. So I'm at the point where I'm lowering price, and I'm just going to start lower it, and just maybe something hits. That doesn't mean I'm going to sell all, however, 200-300 units. But and you're right. And for me personally, though, capital is not the issue. It's just how do you mitigate that loss? But like you said, Ian, it's definitely smart. Just flip it so you can put it into something else.
It's the
also like your win rate should be higher than your loss rate, right? So like
It is.
over time,
Correct.
right? Yeah. So over time, like statistically speaking, right? Yeah. Like I'm with Ian, where it's like you're gonna have way more wins, and that's how you hit your big wins is by taking more shots, not taking less shots and holding on.
Correct. And that's exactly what I was trying to do. I bought more. One of them actually was a reorder, and I bought more of this one, and I bought this one. I said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go in a little bit heavier, and I did, a couple pallets, and it's like, oh, shit. All right, well, that didn't work.
Now, since you're looking at a lot of units right now and going through this, is there a lesson? Because sometimes you're just blindsided, the listing goes suppressed or whatever.
Yeah.
But did the velocity justify the amount you bought? How much inventory were you planning on buying from a time perspective?
Yeah, correct. So one was a reorder. I think the previous time, I don't know how many units I bought, but I went through them quick. I went through them within a couple week process. And then obviously the next reorder.
Units? What, just ballpark?
What's that?
Ballpark, how many units?
Probably 100, maybe less than 100, 120 units. And so this time I went with a pallet, which was full pallet was 350, 370.
So 100 units is about 3 weeks. So you bought like 2.5 months worth of supply. That's a risky amount for me. I try to keep things in the 30-day range, and that doesn't mean I miss out on some things. But the way Amazon also operates, sometimes it's nice to not be so leveraged in. So just a consideration in the future of like what time scale you're comfortable with, what you think that sell-through will be, and then you update the information as it moves or doesn't move, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Seasonal fees too. So doing that post January 15th is different than during Q4 fees. So like FBA fees take that jump. So like it makes it trickier in terms of how much extra inventory you're going to have, just because in your case you're sitting on it now and you're paying extra fees. Is it something that is would make sense for like business pricing? Sometimes when I have volume, I'll set up B2B pricing for quantity.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I had one. I just decided to do business pricing on another item just recently. So I was like, that's a good thought. I'll have to look on that because it is an item that you can buy multiple of. I mean, it's nothing crazy. But no, you're right. It's the 3 month. It moved fast. One of them moves 600 a month. The other one's 400 a month. It can get even higher. Seasonally. That's not even a seasonal product. It's a regular product that people buy every day.
Also, now's the time of year to start looking at charts from last January, February, March.
Mm-hmm.
Keepa, even though it feels like it's an up-to-date thing, it actually parts of it work off a 90-day kind of averaging. So we'll see the spikes, but the numbers, as you look at things in January, it's really pulling more data from Q4 that kind of influences it. So you want to go back a year to get a better idea of that velocity. So you might see when you're looking at last year's chart, well, wait a minute, it actually kind of took off last year around, February. That might change your perspective. Or it might be like, no, it really didn't recover until May. Let me really push this out the door.
Right. Got it. Thank you. Good info.
So we're gonna do we're gonna do like 3 giveaways in a row. So last chance to just drop your email in the chat. If you've already dropped your email, you're already in it. But if you're new and you want to add your email, we're gonna give away a year subscription to the premium Seller Amp, the top level. So we'll do that. I'll give you another second to drop your email if you haven't. Otherwise, we will hit. I think you guys, you can see it. All right, Alex, let me add you in there. Ian, you're already in there, but I got you for sure. Sebastian, what's up?
Oh no, I was gonna wait till you're done talking.
No, go ahead. I'm just about to do the giveaway. It's no big deal. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. We could. Yeah. So with your VAs, I'm not sure. Some of you guys are probably at that point. What are some things that you? Because right now I'm already letting my VA do some purchase orders, all that kind of. I've been working here for almost a year now. She's fine with all adding things, but I'm trying to push her do more, so I could basically put her in a position where she'd be my operator. Because starting this year, whatever, next year, this year, whatever. I'm trying to get our third, fourth VA, but all sourcing, and we basically want to be in a position where we'll teach Kate, our main VA, right now, to basically know whatever our total operation is, how to do everything, custom goods, all that, how to source, but basically how to teach the other VA, so we're not really doing that work. So there's basically a hierarchy, like, hey, this new guy should not be talking to us. Everyone should be going to Kate, then Kate to us. But with errors, I'm not sure. You guys can people make mistakes. What are some errors that you guys really hop her on? Because I remember once she ordered some on-cloud shoes to my house at the prep center. And that definitely messed me up because it was like 3-4K purchase order where it definitely should have been a prep center, but now it's stuck in my house. It's not a big problem, but those are things like, hey, this stuff should not be happening because I'm at that point where, hey, those mistakes are really big mistakes.
So you're going to, until you're comfortable with it, you're going to want to review every day. Because other people don't have the knowledge, you're technically the weak point right now. So if you don't see it, anything can happen. And so with each stage, especially training my VAs to take over more things, I start with ask questions on everything that's even remotely a question, not understood. If it's purchasing, if it's 10 cents off of what I think it is, check it. And you start to create a standard then. There's a lot of things that you're going to be like, every time this comes up, automatically do that. In these other occasions, contact. And over time, they're going to get a lot more autonomy over it. Likewise, setting up a couple of good SOPs, particularly on my buy sheet, I have a separate tab that has the addresses so that they know, if there's, sometimes I forget, or you just have that moment where you can click over, you can capture everything, and you create that standardization and then go in there on a daily basis in the beginning. After a couple weeks, there's very few questions you're fielding. You're fielding a couple a day instead of 20 or 30, but creating that transition point. And if the person they're reporting to is going to be doing some of this new, then you absolutely have to create a lot more oversight and just contact with her so that she can start to learn the patterns that you're seeing.
Definitely. Because I was in the military. I got out of the Air Force this February, so I know what you're trying to talk about. Because I have a bunch of SOPs hey, because I want to be just hey, according to this paper, this is how it should be done. So it's something to get done. Even for me, it's hey, this is how I do our purchase sheet. Hey, add buy cost to here, ASIN, all that other stuff here. So everything's perfect order. It's hey, this is everything you need to do. If you forget about something, just quickly reference back to that paper or SOP process.
What's also really good is Loom, Loom. It's
I use Loom. Perfect.
Yeah,
I love it.
all the time, just busting out. Here's the thing, and then especially in the earlier stages of the SOPs, what I've discovered is there's so many tiny microprocesses that I've internalized that I'm just do these few steps, and they've missed 2 of them because I just didn't articulate it. And so going back through your SOPs every month for the next few months, you're going to lock them down, plus with feedback going, well, I got stuck here, or what does that mean there? Or, I've noticed this thing. And you can then flush it out a little bit better. And just a couple months of that, the amount of growth you're going to get out of your team. Something else to keep in mind. So a buddy of mine is an SVP at Bank of America, and he says when they hire new people, they expect nothing from them in the first 90 days. Absolutely nothing. Yes, they're going to come in and work. They're going to train. They're going to do stuff, but they expect no positive result because there's so much training. Generally, in this business, it goes faster, but if you take it on a 90-day scale for your onboarding and training them, they're going to be so powerful by the end of that 80% of your business can be turned over. That last 20% is going to allow you to push it that much harder because you're doing the kind of higher value tasks that a normal sourcer doesn't necessarily pick apart a website to maximize profit, especially if it's 5 different sites that you're just trying to pick apart.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
So, last shot. If you have an email, you haven't given it to me yet. We're gonna do the premium subscription for Seller Amp. Obviously, I think if you're selling on Amazon, that Seller Amp is a necessity. So, shout out to them for sponsoring the stream. And also, obviously, if you're thinking about Walmart or you're selling on Walmart, the WAMP product is starting to come into its own. Really love that, so you can check that out too. And then I will tap the wheel and see who's going to win that subscription, which is actually insane. I just re up this year, so I absolutely love the idea of getting it for free. Oh, what do we have? Who? What up? There we go, Alex. Nice. All right, so I will lock you in. So just a heads up for everybody who wins. I will follow up afterwards. The gift card codes are easy, so I can just give you those. I got to talk to Miles about Seller Amp and see how he wants to do that. Let me see. Where's your? Oh yeah, Alex. All right. So we added you here. So you are locked in. So I will. The next one we will do for another Gap King shirt. Anybody else who needs to add their email, feel free. I think we have everybody, so we're good. So I'm gonna spin the wheel. We have literally a million colors.
Just caught the shirt change there, Omar. Nice.
Yeah. You know, everybody's got to get equal time. Everybody's got equal time.
I represent.
I'm gonna see if I can get a Gap King shirt in there too, but you know, we'll see. I think Paolo. I don't know if he's still on, but he had a Gap King shirt on, so that was enough maybe. All right. So wait, what did I say we're gonna do? Oh, we're gonna do. Wait, what did I just say we're gonna do? What are we giving away?
Your shirt.
My shirt? Okay. Oh, Gap King shirt. All right, all right. So this is out of order then. So let's just do this. We'll do Gap King here, and then we'll do the arbitrage card next. All right. So let's see who gets the Gap King shirt. I say I like pink, but you can get whatever color you want. Whose email is that? I don't know who that is. Who's that? Are you still here? Anybody? They're not still here? No, you gotta be here. You just added your email. Who is that? Are you on mute? Maybe?
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, that's Michael. Oh, M. Allen. I was reading Malin. I'm like, who's that? All right. Okay, I got you. All right, dope. All right. Well, you got a Gap King shirt coming to you. You know what? Maybe I'll talk to you on the next stream. Oh, actually, the next stream. You know, I'll email you. Okay. I'll get the information. And all I'm just gonna need your size and your color choice.
We'll get together. Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. And all right, so this one here is going to be the $75 code for arbitrage card, and also an arbitrage card shirt. So we would do it one more time. Anybody else? Last chance. Anybody? Emails. All right, Santa, you want this? All right, yeah, absolutely, for sure. I think Taylor's gonna come in and hop in because we're doing one more gift card too and another Gap King shirt. All right, so I think nope. One more email, we'll get you in the mix. So one more email. Let's see what we got. All right, so here, so this is the arbitrage card. Let me get the email in here. So we can add it to the wheel.
Sebastian, the main thing that I'm still doing, I'm training my team, admin is coming along, sourcing is strong. I'm the lead veteran right now. So it's way less time for me to look through the leads that the team is producing and then suggesting how many we're buying and pushing that forward. And then over time, I start having the sourcers say, how many would you buy? Like, what do you recommend? And just starting to get a little more communication. Oh, I would actually get more because of the velocity. I would get less because of this. And so they start to learn from that perspective. And if you really want to take your sourcers to the next level, have them do a little bit of repricing. Like, have them watch the lead that they thought was fire tank. And why it's taken, how many people are on it. It is a lesson like nothing else. Because you'll be like, oh, this is so great. I'm such a great source. Oh, every time I see this chart that looks like this, it tanks. Mm-hmm. And they will get way better faster.
Michael, I think you just. Oh, sorry. You still going? Okay, Michael. You just joined. We're about to do a giveaway for arbitrage card. So if you want to get in that giveaway, just drop your email in the chat real quick, and I'll get you in this randomizer.
Sure, we'll do. Thanks, Omar.
All right, cool. Yeah, and we were mentioning you a couple of times earlier. Glad to have you on. Another regular.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. Had a
Not late,
couple things
baby.
going on, but I'm glad I made it.
You've been on enough calls. You get here when you get here. Brian will get here 60 seconds before we're done. Well, Thomas will get here 60 seconds.
You're an hour and a half early.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
This is supposed to be over at 10, but knowing whatever, we'll probably go longer. But all right. So did you drop your email yet? Let me just get that in there.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
All right, cool. So I'll get you in the mix, and then we'll do that. And then we have I think we have 2 more giveaways that we'll do. Well, this one is for 75, and then the other one is for 100. So we'll do that too. All right, Michael, got you. How you doing today, Michael? Though, you good?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just going around to every single store I can, pick up last minute things since it's Christmas. Mom's in the hospital, so I'm in the hospital right now.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, man.
But,
Prayers,
just
man.
kind of waiting around, so I was able to get on the call.
Everything all right though? Everything gonna be all
Yeah,
right?
everything okay. Surgery's done. So
Oh, okay,
everything's
cool,
good.
man. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. All right, okay, all right. So you're in the mix. Let's see what we got. This is for arbitrage card, the 75, and the shirt, Tony, you like this wheel, right?
I know. I want a picture of it framed.
You have a picture of it framed. Wait, who's that? Oh, Adam. All right. Adam, you still in here? Maybe not. Let me see if I can find your email address on here. Where the hell is it? I don't see you. Let me see if I can do control. What are you working on right now, Tony? I know you're debugging something.
I'm repricing.
Oh, you're repricing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me real quick now. You have to spend
higher, not lower.
What? Oh, I have it automated with Aura to do the tier systems, but I just found out a filter they have that stuff sitting above the buy box in terms of my costs, and so I'm bringing everything back down in line.
What do you can you just give me the 60, 90 second version of how you think about repricing?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page as Ian in that you want to cut your losers as quickly as possible because it's all about compounding.
I pretty much only run Maven with Aura.
Nice.
I put maximums on 3 conditions: when I'm the only FBA or FBM, when I'm competing against Amazon or potentially a brand, or if it just is not moving and I need to get out there. And then I get aggressive. I keep high counts and I go in and reprice usually once a week, sometimes twice.
And when you say all right, so when you're talking about hitting maximums, right? So what is your thought around the maximums, right? So Amazon's on it, or you're competing against the brand, so you're going to do a maximum of 10% above, or what is? How do you think about that?
No, so a lot of times when you're going up against Amazon, you need to undercut them.
Okay.
But we're talking 20 cents.
Okay.
$1, maybe. I'll see where it goes. I'll start 20, 25 cents, and if I'm getting sales, I'm great. But if I need to drop it $1 below, only on rare conditions is it $5 or $10 below, and then I'm not buying that product again. But I have no problem with going up against Amazon all the time.
Okay.
Same with the brand, and it depends. I try not to get too much into when it's only the brand on something, but if there's 10 sellers in the brand, let's go. And then sometimes because the brand will be deeper stocked, they'll get that preferential treatment. So if they're rocking with 700 units and I have 20,
right,
I'll undercut by $1.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh, and
then no repricer handles you being the only one on a listing well. And the repricers generally consider if you're the only FBA, it views you as the only one, or if you're the only FBM. So if you're the only FBM, then it's trying to price you with FBA people, and usually you need to undercut that a little bit. If you're the only FBA, it's everyone's $50, and you're I could get 60, right? And repricer's no, I got you, 120. And you're I am never going to get a sale that way. So again, I'll bring it back down in line for where it can be. But FBA, I'm always trying to price $5, $10 above, and then adjusting it.
What's calling for?
All right, got it. Let me see here. I was gonna say. Oh, Justin, what's up, man? Meant to say what's up to you earlier.
Yo, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. New latest addition to one of the latest additions to the New Jersey chat. All right.
Oh yeah, brand new. I'm excited. A lot of fun so far. I'm excited to meet up with everyone at Ollie's and a grocery outlet. I'm
Oh,
looking forward
dude.
to it.
So, I mean, today has just been like hectic for me. I didn't even see that. Like, are you guys planning a group meetup or something?
Yeah, I texted them. I think it was Noah. I told him whenever you go, just let me know. So yeah, I guess in maybe the next few days or weeks, if anyone wants to meet up, we could get something going. I'll make the drive.
Yeah, no, I mean between me, Noah, Aquino, and Brian, we're all. I mean that's actually where we all met. It was Ollie's and Grocery Outlet one day. And there's another dude, Rob Smith, who's also in New Jersey. So yeah, no, it's dope too when we get a chance to get and source together. It's
yeah, sounds good.
Tony, yeah, you're the dude. I can't wait to go to California and meet you, man. And we got to go to a hockey match for sure, man. Even though I'm not gonna like it, we'll just drink because I don't really like hockey in person. It's just not great.
It gets better. The answer is at the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, for hockey in person, but that's it. What'd you say?
Drink what? Alcohol or Monsters? We can mix them.
No, the Monster is not going to make hockey any better in person, for sure. Not at all. It's just not going to happen. But,
Tequila Monster.
Oh, well, we could do that.
You can mix it. Tito's and Monster. It's amazing.
All right, Justin, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping in, man. Were you saying something, Santi?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so actually, funny enough, Jenny from the group chat, the Instagram group chat, she was texting me about asking about the VA. So, and it kind of made me think, like, I kind of want to know how everybody goes about, like, how they, find the VA and like train the VA. And so I know we kind of talked a little bit about it, but I kind of want to go a little bit more in depth because, I know I'm currently scaling. I have so a little bit about me. I got my VA. She's a sourcing VA. I got her back in April. And she was fresh out of the academy because in the Philippines they have an academy just for the sourcing and huh?
It's pretty cool. But go ahead.
Yeah. There's a lot of companies that onboard people, give them a week or two of training, show them the basic seller amp keep, stuff like that.
Well, hers was 2 months, so she really she really knew keep charts. She knew more than I did, and because I was brand new when I started, so I know most people it was pretty stupid looking back. I shouldn't have got a VA day one, right? But that's just exactly what I did. I was working full time because I work as a therapist for kids with autism, so I was working full time then. So I was like, you know what? I don't have 3-4 hours a day that I can source. I'd rather just pay $50 a week to somebody in the Philippines.
That's a good move.
Yeah. So then that's exactly what I did. And then now we started scaling. And then in November, December, I told her, hey, listen, now I have capital to deploy. Q4 is here. I'm serious. Let's go all out. And she's a freaking monster. She's been I don't know how much thousands of dollars of just this month she's made me. I told her, go find me something nearby. She goes and she finds it, or she looks for something nearby. But I kind of want to know, obviously I would want to bring her full time, but at what point, I guess, would you know that, right now I'm obviously doing all my admin stuff, but I guess at what point do you know, the level of trust and stuff? Because right now I trust her with the Keepa, the seller amp, of course, and the account and stuff. And then she has the emails for we have one of the business emails that she uses for all of Ulta, Sephora, all the everything like that. But yeah, so I guess where did you guys see the growth in your VAs? How you grew your team? Is my question.
I mean, you're starting with a really strong base. So admin is, until you're really big, at best a part-time job. Sourcing can be full-time, anytime, whatever works. And then purchasing. Usually the trust factor comes in a bit more with purchasing because now you're giving over credit cards. And also some of the account access for admin, depending. If you just give them back-end access, not a big deal. If you give them your account info so they can log in directly, which is needed sometimes, there's a little bit more trust there. When it comes to purchasing, I use a VCC, so easy with Amex. I know Cap One has it. Otherwise, you can just give a credit card. Ultimately, if you're using an employee card or even your card, if they misuse it, it is technically fraud.
So depending on the fraud prevention your card has, if it's Amex or Chase, you're probably getting reimbursed. If it's, Discover, you might be screwed. I don't know the rules. And what I'll do, with the VCC is just load that with, several $1,000s at a time, and they'll go through the purchases in the beginning. You're obviously reviewing stuff. Plus, in the beginning with purchasing, you want to make sure they're doing everything right. I do thank you, Tony. VCC is virtual credit card, or employee cards, all of that. I have a computer here that they log into remote desktop to be able to make the purchasing. It was said earlier, but there's a lot of sites that don't work very well, even with VPN. So having them log in directly really helps. Plus, you can also get your cash back. I set up everything on there for them to do everything. And the first week or two, the first week was me literally walking them through everything on Zoom, watching them do it, doing everything. Then the next couple of weeks is me being able to just watch from the other desk. Okay, they're going through the motions, everything's working, and I'm seeing a consistent result. Purchasing for my business saves me the most amount of time. Admin is great, but most people can ignore 90% of admin until your business is big enough. You can just flat out, you won't make as much money, you won't get as much on returns, you won't get as much on claims, but it doesn't matter. Your business can absolutely operate with you ignoring everything except account health and messaging buyers. But as your business starts to run better, that won't save you any time unless you're already doing all of that. But it makes your business run smoother and better and more appropriate. So highly recommended, but if you're not there yet, fuck it, ignore it. Sourcing, really big. Obviously, that's working for you. Purchasing is going to be the next thing that literally buys your time back. Because once you have somebody purchasing, if I have somebody purchasing for me 4 hours a day, and what are you going to do? I loot carts. I've bought 80 carts in a day from a store. It's 7 units plus the coupon code plus the gift card. Do that, 110 times. You can do it in hours. But now you get somebody who's getting into the rhythm of doing it. And again, you expect mistakes, expect that there's little things in our heads that we just close that. We just click on that. I have for cash back, I have 4 of them pop up. I pick the best one. But if you don't know, and then you close all of them, and then you forget to apply it, which I've done many times, now you're getting them to understand a new concept to do that. So each step, you need to have that little bit more focus on to make sure it's being done right, and then checking back. But from the sounds of it, you have somebody that throws down, that's doing it, getting them to start actually making the purchasing buys back your time. And now what do you do with that time? For some people, it's just enjoy life more. For other people, it's, can you find more sales, more, deeper discounts? Can you crack open the rewards program? Can you get on more calls like this where you're picking up more tips? What can you do that your team doesn't do as well so that you can now, scale much faster?
Yeah. Very awesome.
And put it in their perspective as well. Most people, this is a very hot, very sought-off job. This is probably one of the perfect jobs that you get people in the Philippines, basically working remote, getting paid probably top 3% of their income earner compared to what they could do doing whatever. So they take, most people, I talked to my VA, she was like, it's an absolute privilege to work for me. Because I gave her, how I could do my VA status, hours. I don't give her hours. I said, hey, I'm more focused on the task. Make sure this gets done, that gets done. If it gets done in 2 minutes, I don't care. Just make sure it gets done, and that's it.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing with me. Because when she first started, it was part time. You're supposed to have between 1 to 3 leads every single day. And I told her, I was like, I don't expect a lead every single day because maybe that day there's just not a deal, there's not a sale or whatever. Maybe there's nothing else sales for 2 days, but then on the weekend there's a flash sale, and then I'm using 10, 15 leads that weekend. So that's why I told her, I was I don't care. I don't care about the specific days. What I do care about is result. As long as the business is growing and consistently growing, that's perfect. And then I keep her in the loop because I hop on calls with her. I'm like, oh hey, look, this product is doing really well. This makeup is killing it. This perfume is killing it. Try to find me more. Honestly, it's really cool to see the growth of the business and stuff when it comes to it. From all the kind of I would say levels, right? There's levels to it. And it's just kind of cool seeing how everybody is progressing, right? And now I guess my next question would be, I guess my biggest question is business credit, man. Because right now I've just been leveraging personal credit. This is my first year selling on Amazon, and I've just been leveraging all of my personal credit cards, and then even leveraging my poor wife's personal credit card. Like, I went all out this Q4, but I definitely want to make sure to build set myself up for success for next Q4 for next year and build the business credit, so that way I can go and if I have to use my own credit too, the more the merrier. But the goal is to build that business credit so I can leverage that, use that, and go crazy next Q4. So I kind of want some guidance there.
That Ian knows. Me and like Ian jumped like on a call probably like September. He was like nice enough. He's like, yeah, we could jump on a call, and like we worked it all out, and it's my like biggest month doing my sales, so it seems to work out.
I can give you some great tips, and Can as well I have a lot of experience going from the tons of personal debt into business credit and restructuring. Can has more experience when you're really solid and you want to get more capital. So I'm getting advice from him when he comes back so I can double my capital. But from where you're at, I absolutely 100% have it. So here's the deal. Business credit, absolute winner for two reasons. One, it doesn't show up on your credit report, so it starts to get a lot easier to get more credit when your personal cards are very low. And you can start getting reward points. And I mean, because you and your wife, if you get into credit card churning, you can make an extra $10,000 to $40,000 a year between the two of you. So, because you'll be able to run two players. So you'll both be getting the same cards, running the same sign-up bonuses. You can either travel with it or convert it to cash. So where you're at right now, business-wise, Amex is great, Chase is great. There's a couple other smaller banks, KeyBank, First Citizen, things like this, that tend to be a little bit more lax. You want your credit to be in good standing. So if you can pay everything off and carry a low balance, great. If you got to keep your business running, see when when the date it records is. Credit Karma will tell you basically when it records. Pay everything off, have it record at 0, then run it back up. Doesn't matter. But show every time it records you have very little. Your personal credit score is going to jump really fast. Then you can start getting business cards and rotating to those. And then next Q4, leverage them all, right? You're going to leverage it all, and then you're going to pay off. That's what I did. Then you're going to pay off the personal cards by the end of December, beginning of January. You're good again, and you're setting yourself up for the following year to hit it again, get more capital, and repeat the process.
I'd like to also chime in that there's also, like, everyone talks about churning, business credit cards, but you can also churn business, like, checking accounts and business, like, savings accounts, especially if you're in the higher end where you're receiving so much deposits from Amazon. Like, it's a huge direct deposit. So, you can hit, like, quite big bonuses and just rotate them around. I don't know if anyone's doing
probably be like later next year for me, but as you get capital, like the amount of extra money you can make on these ancillary things, just doing what we're already doing, is incredible. Like, it's like, oh, let me take these 2 extra steps. I already do this for every single website I ever purchase. Let me check all the gift cards. Let me see the cash back. Let me try the coupon codes. Oh, I have these rewards. It's the same thing with credit cards and banks. So as you get more comfortable, you have more money moving around, you can now increase your money just by having the capital to deploy it. And this is like risk-free stuff. It's not like you're putting into crypto, who knows what's going to happen. You're literally like, I do this thing, they give me this back. Oh, neat. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's literally like Amazon is going to pay you $100K. The bank is like, let me see the $100K. Here's $1,000 for free, or $2,000 or $5,000.
But when you had all of that debt, did you take like a percentage of like sales to then apply to that debt and then keep the balance to like churn it still? Do you understand what I mean?
So when my big chunk of last Q4, I walked in the door with $70K consumer credit card debt. I ended up having a blowout Q4 and just paid all of it off. Wow. And 100%. Like, I don't, whatever profit I need to live is fine. I'm trying to get this to, by the end of next year, I'll probably be broke, but I won't be operating from credit anymore. I'll be operating from cash. So I'll have $200,000 to $300,000 of inventory and I'll be broke. But at that stage, it's a different kind of broke. It's not like, oh, I owe from 8 years ago credit card with medical debt. It's more like, oh, I owe on a ton of inventory. So it's better debt, but it's still debt. If my account gets shut down and I'm like all in, that's the problem. If it gets shut down and, well, I'm now broke, but I still have $300,000 in credit that I cannot deploy anywhere, I can hop into any other e-commerce space and do okay.
Right.
So it's just having that kind of awareness. For me, like everybody's got different conditions. For me, it's like everything goes into paying off stuff. I live kind of lean. I do what I need to do, and then everything else is trying to grow this. And that didn't fully click. I mean, it was already happening like that because I was just constantly out of money because I was pushing before that. But now I'm at the point where I actually get to choose a little bit more and go, okay, am I going to go as hard on this, or what am I doing with this? So the options open up. And that really helps. Like I'm now in full business credit. I'm not using personal credit anymore. And then, like I said, by the end of, I'm starting out Q1 a little slower, so I can get all my systems in place. I had every system I had damn near failed at some point in the last 4 months. And like really, really crazy stuff that doesn't happen to anybody. I discovered a major flaw in some prep center software that nobody ever thought of, and it ended up like I lost $8,000 and had inventory like swimming around forever and had to resolve it. It was just because it's so wild. I'll explain it real quick. I was using two prep centers. They both got the same software, Prep Ship Hub.
Yeah.
But nobody ever anticipated 2 instances of this program being used. So both people, it would auto-generate a SKU, a 4-digit SKU. So when the SKUs matched, both prep centers are printing out the same ASIN, or the correct ASIN, on the product. Everything's fine. When they go to pack it up and they send it in, the API goes, oh, it's the same SKU. So I was having items commingled. I was literally in one bin was eyebrow makeup pencils and these items for like livestock infections, like completely different. And this was across so many things. I can recall 600 units. I mean, it was a disaster. So all of my systems now, it's better inventory implementation and making sure that these sorts of things don't happen again. So the next couple of months is all about me getting all of that locked down. Then I'm going to increase my spend so that I'm doing my Q4 numbers in Q2 to Q3, and then I'm going to ramp up and try and do $1 million next Q4. So, and with that, at each stage, I need to increase my capital, get people more trained, and make sure I'm putting some things into place. So I'm doing, a lot of that's going to be FBA, and then I'm going to do twice as much FBM, but I can't do it from a health perspective anymore. That has expired. So I'm going to hire seasonal help. I'm going to have full-time people come in and run that side of things. And I'm going to see if I can hire somebody that like used to work at a UPS store or something. So they know what they're doing, and now I can turn out twice the volume, 3 times the volume with less effort. And that's this whole business. How do I, the thing that just constantly drives my decisions, how do I double my profit and have my effort? And sometimes that means more effort. You know, if you're hiring people to train them, you don't do less effort to train people, you do more effort. But at a certain point, they take over. As one person was describing their hire, it's this guy I follow who's not in Amazon, but he was like his first hire for the first 3 months, every single day. After 3 months, best decision I've ever made. Who else can I hire? What else can I get off my plate? And that happens. When you hire your first BA, you're like, what do I do with them? What do I give them? They don't even have enough hours yet. And then you reach a point where you're like, everything that comes up, you're like, how do I give this to them? Okay, let me make a video real quick. Let me pass this off. Let me get this thing off of my plate. And then once you reach that stage, it gets easier to scale. And that's kind of the sweet spot where you now buy back some of your time with doing that much bigger numbers. But there's a lot of logistics at each stage. We always have a bottleneck. Is it capital? Is it leads? Is it time? Those are usually the big ones. Capital, can you buy enough stuff to really make your business grow? And that goes over time. Leads, do you have enough stuff? If you had all the money in the world, could you deploy it? Like confidently, not just like, oh, I'll spend it, but it's a bunch of 10% ROI stuff. And then time, whether that's you have a job, you have a family, you just like to go to the beach, or you know, how do you double your business today without doubling your hours? If I'm working 10 hours a day, I can't double my hours to 20. But what if I can hire 3 people that cover one of me? Now all of a sudden I've doubled my hours, and 3 people's not that big of a deal. We're hiring out of the country, so it's not that hard to do. So it's those sorts of considerations. And Q4 gives that taste where you're like, okay, this is cool. Oh my God, that's what sales velocity is. I mean, I had a product, I had 96 units. It was FBA, I sent it in. I was like $2 outside of the buy box. And I looked, I was so busy, I'm like, I haven't sold anything in a week and a half. Dropped the price, sold all 96 in an hour. And was like, oh, I should have bought 700 of them. And so you start to get that, but if I have found for me, I'm just so busy, and I know people are constantly sourcing, but if you have a little bit more time, a little bit more mental clarity, it's like, okay, you know what, I need to keep hammering this one product and go find these other 3 products and then buy the store out. So at each point, you're able to then grow and see how to do it. But for what it's worth, I know somebody that sells $3 million a year by himself. I know people that sell 8 to 10 million a year. Their team completely runs it. It runs the gamut of how to do the business. But there's a way to outsource it. There's a way to expand without breaking yourself. But in all honesty, sometimes, especially in Q4, you got to break yourself to get over that hurdle to where you have the capital to afford the VAs or the capital to go into business credit and credit card turning or whatever those things are to get a bigger spot that now you can operate your business out of better. So it's figuring those things out that can help you double. Whether you want to double or not, if you have a roadmap to double, it's easier.
Hey, I got a question. I guess this would be for Ian as well, but anyone else wants to chime in. But I know you're talking about like leveraging your business credit and whatnot, which I've done. But after like the whole Nike and dating issue that happened last Q4, I guess I think I saw a tweet from Chris Potter talking about how it's also different because most of these people were like not diversified at all. But like if your account did get shut down for whatever reason, like do you think you should always have like as much cash in your account as you are spending on your business credit card, or is it just because I'm pretty diversified now, but like, you know, and I don't really sell any of the risky categories as far as I know of, like beauty. I'm not really doing a lot of clothing, but yeah, like what if I just sold something random, had no idea. I do a pretty good job of vetting like the websites and all that too, but you know, how do you go about that, I guess?
So I love the idea of just operating from cash. You know, you're using the credit cards for the convenience and the points, but you have the money.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not there. So I operate from, you know, this last year I tried a lot of diversification to reduce my risk. Started selling some stuff on Walmart, looking at a few other opportunities. None of it panned out right. And so I decided now my way to reduce risk is actually go twice as hard. It increases risk for a small part of time, and then the profits override it. And so I'm then able to start pulling enough out and go to cash. So with that is a risk tolerance. And what I have done traditionally is I keep the same spend. So let's say I'm spending 30K a month, and then I'm going to bump up to 50. Now, since it takes 60 to 90 days if you're doing FBA from the time of purchase for it to work its way through the whole system, you to get the money back. If I go from 30 to 50 in January and I do 30 to 50 again in February, that's actually 40K spent extra that I'm now leveraging. And there might be a little extra 5 to 10 in the third month before it now is self-sufficient. The spend maintains itself. I don't need to add more capital to it. Then I'll hold that line for however long you're comfortable, 3 months, 6 months, year, doesn't matter. Using all of the excess profits to then pay down the debt that I've incurred for this new inventory. So basically, I lever up, take on risk so I can hit a new paid bracket. And then I pause and deleverage as much as possible until the next event. Q4 is obviously its own event. If you FBM, the risk is so minimal because you have the products in hand. If you're FBAing, there is more risk, but again, diversification in product, in brand, in category, all of these things can be really helpful. And I'm in like 8 categories, and I've taken some bad hits. I've had a few things that lost me a few grand. But as Walt said earlier, as long as your hit ratio is much higher than your losses, and you're learning from it, and sometimes you have something, I sold so many units. That's something I sold like 500 units of. In the last 20, I lost money on because it just frankly tanked enough. But if you look at the history of that, I've made so much money. The first, 150 units were incredible, and then it went to good, and then it went to okay, and the last few were bad. But if I look at the entire ASIN, A plus. So it's starting to think in those kind of terms. But I'd say that the simplest answer is I take on more risk, and then I consciously work on deleveraging.
Okay, got it. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, I like the idea of using the bank's money to make me money. So, I try to grab as much of the 0%, as much of the arbitrage, that I can execute on. And also, at the end of the day, I always think about it as, I run an LLC. I keep everything in the business. So I'm like, if I go bankrupt, it's like, okay, it's not the end of the universe. It's like, okay, the money is owed, right? It's segregated from my personal assets and stuff like that. So, in my mind, I'm thinking this is an acceptable risk, right? And I don't think any of us go to the point where we get so we get so crazy that it's impossible, because we see other people crash into the wall with having everything in Nike. It's okay, let's not do that. Let's slowly diversify out of the train wreck that we kind of see coming. Because at the end of the day, right, are we gonna sacrifice 6 figures of profit for if we're in other stuff, it's 6-figure profit. If we're in Nike, okay, is it worth the risk? I don't think it's worth the risk. So it's if it's not worth the risk, just diversify out.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say, but in general, I think there were a lot of warning signs as well.
There's literally people saying I'm getting deactivated, or I'm getting hard gated or whatever. It's time to move to the next, adapt to the business environment, right? Also Amazon's literally saying, hey, Nike, we're teaming up with you and we're selling, directly on your website, or Adidas or whatever. It's okay, it's time to pivot. I think if you're not paying attention and you're just to the business and you don't pivot in any other business, right? I guess it would be it's no longer Christmas and you're trying to sell Christmas lights. That's not a very good business model.
Right. Yeah. No, even before the actual gatings, I remember in November there were warning signs in August that they were gating certain listings or at least Nike. But then I know a lot of people that were basically their entire portfolio was Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, all those kind of sports clothing brands, and then for the kind of more known toy brands like Lego, things like that, and they were gated in literally everything. And they, I know a lot of people picked up hundreds of thousands of debt or dollars of debt last Q4. But so I kind of took a step back this Q4 just to kind of see what would happen in general. I was just curious, would there be a ton of gatings and all that? But now I'm just really ramping up.
I also think that Amazon is trying to make money, right? They can't just blast all of their stuff off the platform, right? So
they kind of can. The AWS says they can.
There's no pattern is the thing. Them and pattern.
I sell against pattern all the time. They very rarely fight. They will try and lock down exclusives, and you'll start getting letters when they do that, but not from them, from the Brandon Voorhees or whatever. But I've actually done 8As fine for that.
Yeah. I do agree with you that you're talking about that's their cash cow. But overall, they don't want to lose all their they want to be making more money, not less money. And they have a very profitable, they have a profitable and also good store, because keep in mind that I think politically, Amazon takes a lot of heat, and as long they're no, but we're helping small business. If they start kicking all the small businesses out, that will vilify them more and create this negative news cycle loop, which will cost them billions of dollars. So I don't think that overall they're already on thin ice. They're they have the AI thing. It's it's raising electric prices. They are not looking for more negative news.
Yeah, I know. Walmart probably not in the news like Amazon is in terms of online sellers, but when
They
there's
sure are.
Oh, really?
With that, that's actually what got me is I do a lot of supplements and beauty. Almost everything I had sent to them, I got hit with their mass category gates.
That was
So like I just sold the last of it on eBay, but it was all a loss.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That was basically from I think somebody, maybe it was like Noah Mincis, if you guys know him. He went to maybe a conference, and I remember him specifically saying like the CEO and the leadership of Walmart was saying that they didn't want any OA sellers. They wanted like wholesalers brand direct. So they started, and they literally said that publicly. So hopefully Amazon never really goes through with that, you know. But Amazon has so many like OA sellers, I feel like, and RA sellers, that it would be a lot more challenging to do that.
With Walmart, because so I was out there in San Diego. I had a support case with them for different things, but I was talking about that, and he made a fantastic point. Actually, he was like, so you have like a supplement or something, it'll have a lot number on it. He's like, the reason we need to have all these checks in place is like, you know, if you buy something and the invoice doesn't have a lot number, like, you know, you buy something from the store, there's no way to track these lot numbers. And so if there's a product recall or there's an issue, there's no way to actually track it back to the source. And so he's like, that's why we had to do all this stuff. It was sudden, but
Yeah,
from
basically,
they had to do it.
They run a really shitty system and realized that there was no way they could ever hit compliance. Just look at how many counterfeit goods were obviously on there. They were a shit show. Amazon, like, it was so funny. They were trying to court all the Nike sellers. Like, come over here. We totally got you. And a bunch of Amazon sellers went over there. And then everyone got punched in the face. And they're like, oh, and this is why we use Amazon. I mean, there's opportunity on Walmart, but it's somehow messier.
Right. So you're saying like their tracking process of these products at Walmart is messed up, but Amazon has that tracking process in place, or is
It's a better system to be able to lock anyone down. They both run like shit, but Walmart is very disconnected from leadership to sellers, and oddly, so is Amazon in a lot of ways. But like, so when they made the API changeover, they made it so that it took anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to print labels because they didn't think of 3PLs. And they were literally thinking that anybody doing private label, well, you make the listing, and like days later you print it. So they literally removed it from their API, which has then caused all of us to have to update our workflow in a far worse configuration. So they have no idea, but at least Amazon is smart enough to know that their OA sellers are actually contributing a lot to the platform. Walmart not getting that, they'll learn. I mean, they'll just learn, but they're not going to just get all of the wholesalers. That doesn't cover enough of the volume. It just doesn't work like that. So, we'll see.
Maybe Walmart cares a little bit less because obviously their main thing is like physical storefronts, and Amazon, I mean, I guess they have Whole Foods or whatever.
They want to leverage online heavily, because that was one of the things they talked about. They have some test stores where you go in there and they'll have, you know, your display set up, but they'll have a QR code to where you can buy online in the store. So they're really trying to roll online purchasing because, you know, that means less cashiers, that means less workers in stores that are dealing with people that are just fulfilling.
You're talking about Walmart?
For Walmart, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, you can forecast demand and stuff like that much easier if everyone's buying stuff online as opposed to if they're buying it in person with like you don't know anything about your customer. Like it's hard to do demographics and stuff like that when you don't have those identifier markers.
Mm-hmm. Fair, yeah. Well, thank you guys for the info. Yeah, I've been selling a little bit on eBay. I've been doing a lot of Amazon to Amazon. And I found a lot of things that I was gated in, like bigger brands, maybe like toys, seems like it's selling well on eBay. I know Saul from Flip Alert has kind of been pushing this, but it looks like it's got potential. But you'd have to like FBM everything, you know, maybe you
have the 5% Amazon cashback card.
No, no.
Synchrony has one. You should get that. If you're doing A to A, it's just
Yeah.
an extra 5% in pocket.
Yeah, I know. I've been meaning to get it, so eventually I'll get it. We'll see. Amex doesn't really like me right now. I know.
Synchrony. Go with Synchrony. They're the bank that's behind PayPal, so they offer their own. There's I think 3 different companies, 2 or 3 offer an Amazon, but Synchrony does, and they're way more lax. Like they have a lot of store cards and stuff like that. They like bottom feeders.
Cool. Oh yeah,
Phase 2. Yeah. So there's some good options for that.
Cool. Fair enough.
And if you do a lot of A-Day, Woot is also a nice site to grab some things from.
Oh yeah, I've seen it before, but I haven't really.
They sell a lot of refurbished stuff. Obviously, I'm just buying the new stuff, but Amazon bought them a while ago. So you end up doing checkout through your Amazon account or through Amazon.
Okay. Oh, that would be a good website to data scrape then, I think.
Yeah, it updates a lot. There's oftentimes quantity limits, small quantity limits, but the deals on there are pretty good. Like,
yeah,
there's enough stuff to keep it interesting.
Okay, you don't see a lot of crashing since it's like a very kind of large site that Amazon purchased in terms of like the sale price.
Generally, Woot is a lot cheaper, so it's like used as a clearance site in a lot of ways. So in general, you're looking at 30 to 50% ROI. So there's room to move down. And there have been a couple things that sat or didn't sell really well, but like the vast majority have been like, man, if I could have only gotten more units. So because a lot of things are limited to 2 or 3. And then with A2A, a couple things to keep in mind is if you're using the same account, you can rebuy again the same item after a week, or if they stock out and come back in stock, it resets your quantity limits.
Gotcha. Okay. Learn something good every time I hop on this call.
And you can use a business account and a personal account, not Prime enabled. And sometimes the quantity limits are different on different business accounts. Or if we all like try to do an A, I might be able to do 9. You can do 90. Somebody else can do 12. It's a little random like that, but just something to keep in mind.
Right. That happens a lot with A, I think, as well. Everyone's got different quantity limits they can purchase.
All right, Tony. So Sebastian, you have a question, but just a quick heads up. So I added you all to the Bolo list that we have. It's a massive document. I talked about it a little bit earlier. So we have some notes in there with some good information. We have leads from Tony. He actually just dropped like, I don't know, like 10 spreadsheets that I just added to it. He had another 4 from Carter's and going. So these are updated. There's 2 gap lead sheets in there that probably need to be refreshed. Well, actually, the discounts are still good. And there's Fugglers, there's toys, there's groceries. So there's a ton of stuff. So you guys are all added to that. I also added you to the list for the info for tonight. And then also we are going to, Sebastian, I'll let you ask your question and then I'll do the last giveaway after that question. We have Taylor on the line too from Arbitrage Cars, so I got to say shout out to him for sponsoring and doing the giveaways for the t-shirts and the coupon codes. Definitely appreciate that. Like I said earlier, by far to me the best gift card site on the internet, but that's my opinion. So what do you got, Sebastian?
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Ian, I knew you were talking about you were selling your like your basically your bad inventory on eBay. Are you doing it yourself, or are you using like third-party websites, like third-party people who basically sell your FBA now returnables by yourself? Because I do that personally, so I'm not sure if you were doing that, because that was basically the last part of fully not automatizing your business, but dealing with those FBM returns. That's usually the last thing that like, how can I make someone else do it for me? So I'm not sure. Are you doing that?
So I am doing it myself, and I have a company that I'm going to reach out to next week that several people I know use, and they take care of all of it. So obviously you're going to make less money on it, but I hate dealing. It's so much time.
I'll take it. I'll take the hit.
Yeah, I would much rather have somebody else do it. And this company, I can get you their information. They
understand that like for getting money back, you generally have to say it's missing parts. Like they understand the process of in taking all of that and dealing with it. So I'm going to be contacting them because I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, 100% do it.
Same
Awesome.
here. Like I used a service too for the past like couple months, and they take all of the photos and they house it and they ship it, and then whenever it sells, they'll like send me a bill.
Yeah,
a check.
Total.
It's just easier. It's just way easier than just sitting here with like shirts and stuff and like doing sleeves and stuff. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that. I'll be sitting there all day long.
The thing about this business is you can save money at any stage if you can do things yourself. Some people can't, so you're automatically relegated. I moved to a no sales tax state, so I did all my own prep for a long time. I saved a lot of money, and that helped me to get to the point where I don't have to do my own prep anymore because it's killing me. So it's like those sorts of goals. Now you're at a point where, with all your business going on, dealing with your dead pile is a real drag. So if instead of making $3K, you make $1K, but you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
If it makes sense, it makes sense. So
Yeah,
I'm with it.
sense.
Brian, I'd love to get your company name, and I'll grab the one I was looking at as well because I'd love to compare them.
Sure.
And I could not only shoot that over to you, Santiago, but I'll give it to Omar so he can post it in here or however he's disseminating information.
I will send it to you via school, Ian.
Cool.
If you guys both just send me school DMs, I'll put it. There's a document for tonight's call, so everybody's added to that. Santi, give me a second. I'm gonna because I have Taylor on the call. Taylor, you still here, right? I can't see the screen, so I don't know.
I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, man? So listen, first of all, I gotta say thank you personally for hopping in. You came through. Obviously, I was telling the story about when we were together at Sellers United, and people were like, "Oh, you work for Arbitrage Card?" It was like, "No, they do just great work." So, I really appreciate your site, and then also doing the giveaways for tonight with the T-shirts and also those codes. We'll do the giveaway in a second. I want to mention that I did do a community call with Taylor. So if you're interested in learning more, one about using gift cards to manufacture margin, and then also about credit cards. A lot of people are talking about credit cards today. Taylor is like a veteran in the game of credit cards, churning points, all that stuff. So there's an hour video that we did together. I'll put that also in the document so you have it. And then with that, if you didn't put your email in yet, this is your last chance to do that. We're gonna give away the last $100 coupon code from Arbitrage Card, and then we'll do one last Gap King shirt giveaway in a minute. So drop your email if you haven't yet. I think everybody's in there. So I'm just gonna drop this into the wheel.
Yeah.
And see what's up. Taylor, anything you want to add?
Wheel of names. Yeah, I was reading the website that you ended up using for this. I figured there's got to be some free website for putting names and spinning a wheel.
100%. All right, cool. So let's do this. I know you got to get out of here. Give it a tap. All right, what do we got? That's a lot of emails. Crap.
Who is it?
Santi.
Wait, dude, let's fucking go. No way.
Love it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Nice. All right, sweet. So that's
there you go.
So we're gonna get Santi's in here. Let me find your name. All right, there's your name right there. I'll highlight you.
Awesome.
And then let's do one more for a Gap King shirt. Remember, all colors available, but I like pink, so choose whatever you want. Whatever you want. That was the I had to pick.
You just won $100.
Yeah, that's right, and a shirt. So you gotta love it.
That's awesome, dude.
Okay, all right. So let's run this one more time. Actually, I think all the names. There's no more emails. All right, so cool. We're running the same list. Wait, do I have to reset this? I don't think. Oh, shuffle it. Boom. Let's shuffle it. All right. Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Shuffle, and get it up. See what we got.
I should have put my email in there so I could get a Gap shirt. Gap King shirt.
You don't have a Gap? I'll get you a Gap King shirt. All right, well, who is this? This is Charlie. Wait, who's
Let's
that?
do it.
Oh, what? All right, yeah, I like that, man. You're a regular on the call, so that's dope. And so maybe I see you on one of the calls with the shirt in the new year. So all the winners, everybody. So I have the codes for arbitrage card. I got to talk to Miles about Seller Amp, and then also one thing I'll mention. You will see it inside of the sheet that I gave you access to. For anyone who's new on here, I know we got all levels. If you are looking for coaching, I got a deal with Miles, so it's $500 off his coaching. If you want it, just use a link inside of the document, and you'll be set up. So that's also in there. And all right, so we got one more person. So that's the last giveaway. But I mean, we're here. So if anybody still wants to kick it, chat. We are well over 10 o'clock, but I knew we might go long. But maybe we'll close out in 10 minutes, so we can still have a couple of conversations if anybody has anything they want to say. Coda, I want to say what's up to you. I saw you.
Can you close out the spin wheel?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Email's been up for like a minute.
Yeah, sorry about that. Boom. Got it.
Yeah, let me DM you real quick.
Bam, yeah. You're gonna be everybody. Yeah, our emails are private, correct? I'm not gonna get some email about some randomness.
There's a Nigerian prince waiting for you.
A funny meme.
Nigerian prince.
My real business is Nigerian scammers. Thank you all for the business today, gentlemen.
Good. That's where the profit comes.
Gotta make it ROI somehow. So now, actually, going back to, because I asked him the question in the chat, Ian, you moved to, oh wait, actually you replied in the chat, never mind, I've seen. I was going to
I had to move, and so I actually moved here to take advantage of the no sales tax.
Wow. You just like picked up everything and just like moved your life there? It's crazy.
Yeah, but I kind of move a lot, so it wasn't the biggest deal, but yeah, just showed up and went, all right, let's see how this works, and then almost failed and quit. I didn't source for a few weeks before moving. Like, it was just packing and getting ready, and I was handling all my own prep, so like it just didn't make sense to receive it and all that. So moved down here, and I just could not get into the rhythm for a couple weeks. Like, just every time I sat down, it was the last thing I wanted to do, and I got to thinking about quitting. Like, and I'm like, I even moved here for this, but I don't know, is this even right to do? And so when I'm in that position, I ask myself two questions. Like, one, do I need to stop? Like, is this bad for my health or just mental state or whatever? And it's like, no, it's not that bad. Have I put in enough effort to actually say I gave it my all and can quit knowing I tried? I was like, no, not really. And that's when I started running groups. I did a 7-day challenge in school, and I made 4 hours a day for anybody to come and join for sourcing. And I did it for 7 days on the weekend. I think I did 8 hours each day. And it gave enough time where people would come in the beginning and leave and come in later. I think the biggest one had 12 people. The smallest was just me alone one day. But I met so many people and just really started getting it going. And at first it was like, yeah, there were some leads. But really, it was the amount of knowledge. How to use gift cards, how to actually work a coupon code out of this site, how to run the right cart sizes so I go from an $18 buy cost to a $14 buy cost by just 2 tweaks, like those sorts of things. And it really gave me so much understanding and perspective. And like Omar was saying, I had people that were newer than me, and I was still only a couple months in, dropping tips on me. That's where I met Tony. He came in and it was like, wait, this guy's doing something? You know, it was like after all the time of joining endless Discords that kind of died off, I'm like, well, I'll just start it. And the one thing I can be, because I don't know how to source very well, I'm not very good at this, the one thing I can be is consistent. So let them come to me. And it really worked out. And since then, I now source with a group of people regularly. Several of them I met then. So it's completely changed my business. It kept me in it at times where I've really felt like, just not putting enough effort into it. And then you get all the perks of like people telling you when to replay the thing you've been buying, but you didn't even notice the sale. And now all of a sudden you're making more money because somebody else is just looking out for you too. So it's been quite the experience. And that's actually like what I told Omar in the beginning is like, dude, if you really want to blow this up, talk to as many people, just start hosting. They will come, the conversations will happen, the experience. I talk to people that literally, they sell $5 million a year. I sell stuff that they've never touched. So you get this element of these different facets of the business. that no one person can know everything because there's just too many stores, there's too many opportunities. And these sorts of things accelerate that knowledge base so fast. So yeah, that's my side talk to what happened when I moved here.
I was actually in one of your calls, and it was like a Sunday, like probably like Eastern time, like 2:30. It's like it was just like random time. I think it was like three of us, three or four of us, just like hanging out.
I jumped on. I think I was on one of those calls too at one point. I was so nimble, and
I think
they were. I was just absorbing, listening, and they were talking about just language that I'm like, okay, and I just literally was just kind of sitting there.
It was a good time.
Yeah. After I did the week, it was so good. I kept doing it like 3 days a week, and then as I got busier, it just went down to one, and now it's more like I'll hop on other stuff every now and again. But yeah, the network effect for this business is so incredible. And then now it's sort of a double-edged sword. We have all this gating that makes it really hard, but with the group of people I source with, we can drop leads all day. Only half of us can buy it. So automatically it's not, we're not oversaturating it, but it allows a contribution even bigger as a result.
Exactly.
Nice. Shout out to Omar for putting all this together for however many days you've been doing this. I kind of caught on a little late in the last week and a half, whatever it was, but he's been killing it. I met Omar in Miami, and he's if you already don't know, you do. You see it. You see his personality and what he does and how he brings it to the table, and it's infectious and it does show. So big shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
You do a really amazing job with your networking and just your full activity into this. And I do appreciate it because I'm on Miles's call every week-ish or so when I can, and when he always bitches about those people who don't speak up, I have not spoke up in one single call with Miles. And never have, because when he says it, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
And here you are.
But here I am with Omar. It's just a little different. It's a different type of call.
Yeah.
Right. And even the stuff that Miles is doing, and he's going over and he's clicking here and he's doing this and over here. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Because I'm more of an RA guy, and I'm just still trying to So my goal for me, and Ken's gonna, I'm trying to hold him to it. I just need to get better at my OA process. But again, shout out to you, Omar. You're doing an amazing job putting all this stuff together. I know it's a lot of work, and look forward to Q1 and 26 and keep everything moving forward.
It's coming.
A good transition point from RA to OA, same day delivery. Sephora has it, Target has it. Some of the stores, if you start doing same day delivery, now you're getting accustomed to the process of purchasing online, but you're also getting the products pretty fast. It has that RA feel. Sephora, I bought a ton of stuff that was in store only, same day delivery. So it might help with a little bit of transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, because this is literally my first time joining this type of call with Walmart. I was like, it's definitely some knowledgeable people I met today. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's
a little bit of a lonely business, right? Like most of the people that don't know what's going on, it's kind of hard to be like, these bastards are undercutting me by 5 cents and stealing my buy box, and an average person is like, what? Like, there's a lot. Just helps to be able to talk about business, but also talk about just general stuff too, because you're getting to know people. Like, I've met a lot of people doing this, and it's incredible. People from all around the world, people with all kinds of different backgrounds, selling all kinds of different things, and we're all just doing this thing together.
Yep.
I was about
for
to
you,
say,
for you, it sounds like you see someone who does an OA just to bully to start doing OA. That's probably the biggest thing you can do. Just literally find someone who's your level or slightly better, and just make them bully. Hey, what are you doing? Are you sourcing today? What are you doing, bro? And just push you better.
I work full time too, and this has been a fun hustle.
Same.
This is a fun additional. What are the additional ways that I can make additional revenue? Right. That's what I'm looking at from a business obviously standpoint. Had a really good year last year. I was mostly RA, Nike, Adidas kind of guy. A lot of that went to crap. I can still sell it, but obviously it has very much decreased, right? But you know, I obviously do other things, but the Amazon piece is fun. I dabble in this little bit of wholesale thing. I'm trying to figure that out. The cycle is just so damn long. And, you know, capital is, I have the capital. Capital is not a problem. So, you know, it's just trying to find those right hits, right?
In-store Nike got very hard within the past month because they changed everything. I'm not sure if you know, but it's a complete shit show.
They're so anti-reseller now.
Let me tell you, it used to be you could buy 5 black pants, 5 gray pants, 5 blue pants. Now it's 5 of the same SKU, doesn't matter what color, 2 per size. That's it.
That's it. I now have 8 Nike accounts just to get through just to burn off the gift cards I had left over. It was
what a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't ran into that.
With those sweatpants, I was like, no. I'm like,
mine, they know me. You know, I follow the rules. I don't try to break them. They know me that I have not run into any issues.
They just
it's an hour away, and it's not like if it was 20 minutes away, I'd be sourcing, you know, frequently. But it's an hour away.
Well, so they changed it, like November 30th.
Yeah. It's super recent.
Oh, like just.
Yeah, they just changed it. Like I went up to the register. I was there for hours. And I went, and the girl's like, "No, you can only have 5." I'm like, 5? Oh, like each? She's like, "No, 5 total." I'm like, "Just wait like 3 hours here." She's like, "Sorry." She's like,
"Wow, your time to go."
Give me 5 large black pants, I guess. I don't know what the hell.
Doing RA FBM is your generally your highest profit, fastest turnaround.
Exactly.
But if you're not going to hire teams at some point, you grow out of scale of RA. And you can scale infinitely, well, not quite infinitely. You will, at a certain point, run into more order cancels. But you can scale to 5 million without an issue.
I literally just had a talk about teams and about hiring RA teams. I just had a talk about that.
Yeah, and that's the way to expand doing RA. I talked to
It's
a guy.
It's the way.
That dude on the call a couple months ago. That's 10 million RA. He's now adding away in some wholesale, but and he has got 2 or 3 teams. So it's just what are the things that can buy you more time, buy you more freedom? With OA FBA, yeah, there is a little bit more lead time, but if you bake that lead time in and you're aware of it, it catches up. By month 3, the beginning of month 3, you're like, what's going on? I've spent so much money, it hasn't come to me. By the end of month 3, you're like, oh, God. And it happens every single time you scale up. I just did it again recently, and I kept spending, but I'm like, getting 10x. Now it just, as soon as it rolls over, it creates the new pattern. And it starts getting consistent.
Yeah. And I am using the gift cards too. So I am using the arbitrage card. And usually I just wait and do it in store. I know some people's like, oh, it's at a really good price, so I'm going to buy $1,000 worth. Usually I just do it in store. I'm not spending, $1,000. I mean, I can. I have in the past, but if I add it up, if it's $500, $543, I'll buy a $500 gift card. And then that way it's 6%, 8%, whatever that is. And then I just do the math at the end. I mean, it's just kind of how I personally do it.
Yeah, I have a really...
Because that way you're not over leveraged on gift cards, if that's important to you. But a lot of people, you guys are sourcing differently. A lot of people are sourcing every day. A lot of people are, all right, I have a weekly spend of XYZ. And so therefore, if you are using gift cards, you anticipate that. I don't. My schedule fluctuates, and I'm sourcing today. I won't source for another 3 days.
That's how I am. Yeah, because I have to. Because then I am at work for like 4 to 5 days. So I go 4 to 5 days, and then for 2 days I kill I'm out just doing it the whole time, and then 4 to 5 days I am sitting here with all that stuff.
Oh, much inventory. Holy shit. I know you need a vacation too, Brian. Good Lord.
Wait, what? That was a crazy amount.
Yeah. And that's clean now. This is clean.
And he just got a storage unit.
It is clean. This is
wait.
master 2.4.
Wait, Brian. Wait, let me ask you, is that like stuff that has to go FBA, or is that like FBM stuff that you sell?
Everything was FBM. I am 95% FBM. For 2026, I am going to be 8% FBA.
Wait, say that again, Brian. Wait, say that again.
I just said 8% because I freaking knew that like Tom was like gonna like pick his head up, you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen. On that note, I gotta go put these kids to freaking bed. Like
Yeah,
I totally
no, I'm
forgot
with
that
you.
it's
I'm with
10:30
you.
and they're still up.
Yeah, no,
You have a good night,
Brian.
we're definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So here for the reset. So you guys have access to the Bolo sheet, which is like an insane amount of leads. So check that out. We also got the sheet from tonight. That's got a bunch of information, deals information like that. We also have, I think there's like 10 lead sheets that Tony just created from a couple of scrapes that he did. So those are available. So you'll have access to that forever. We have an admin call, a masters and admin call coming up on January 5th with Tony. As you can tell, the guy is an animal. He just thinks in a different way, and his ability to be efficient is incredible, because you heard him. He doesn't want to work. He literally does not want to work. So he's going to help you be more efficient if you want to do that. The link to that call should be in the sheet, so check that out. Plus all the other calls that I mentioned on this live stream are there. So check that out. Want to shout out to Arbitrage Card. I know Taylor just left for the giveaway. Again, really check them out if you haven't used them yet. Seller Amp, obviously, they're goated, and WAMP is coming through. The beta is really been making some improvements. And then what else? What do we got? Oh, so we are revamping this live stream. People really love it, and it's been incredible seeing it. I don't even know how many days we've done in a row. It's well over 20. It may be 25 or something. I don't know, but we're streaming, probably an hour at least every day, all the way up to 2.5 hours. And it's just been nuts. And you just see it. You're just a bunch of like weirdos like you, because you can't talk to anybody else about this in your family. They're like, you're the weirdo, right? So now you're with a bunch of weirdos like yourself, and these conversations are incredible. So you're going to see this. We're going to revamp it, and it's going to be amazing, because that lonely thing I think Ian had talked about earlier is true. And if you're not going in New Jersey, we go out together a lot, but sometimes you go alone. You're sitting in front of the computer doing OA. It's lonely. Come hang out with boys and girls just like yourself, whether they're selling $500 a month or $500,000 a month. They're all here. So I think this is just a great place. I happen to run this call, but it's not my call. It's everybody else's, as you can tell. A lot of people are talking. A lot of people are contributing. So I hope to see you in the new year. We're going to revamp this, come back strong. And I'm glad that it turned into something. So I really want to say I'm super grateful for everybody being a part of this. And let's see what we can do next year. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man.
All right, you guys have a great night. Merry Christmas and all that. Happy New Year. Hey, Ken, travel safely, buddy, man. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Holidays.